Hello, Groovesters. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. I'm going to just share my screen real quick with you all. And let's see here. It wants me to approve, go to webinar again. Every time I do this, it's like these new updates I do on my Mac. It wants a permission. So we're all set. So uh, let me know, team, if my screen can be seen. I'm going to try it one more time. Show. And tell me if that's showing my screen at all.
Not yet.
Not quite.
Okay, let's see. And I've got a beach ball on GoToWebinar, but you can hear me, right?
Yes.
All right, so,
Here we
Now
go.
I can see it.
all right, you're seeing my screen. Okay, all right, so, oh, great, okay, great. So what we have here, we have as jokingly, the State of the Union. We're calling the State of the Groovian. So first thing we're gonna do first is let everybody say hello. Wow, we've got a lot of people on the call already. So do us a favor, inside of the chat on the right, if you can just let us know if you can hear us and say hi and where you're from. And we're seeing everybody. Happy New Year, and you're seeing it and all that good stuff. And VJ says hi from New Jersey. Okay, everybody. So what are we doing here? The State of the Groovian. First, we just want to talk about one little thing that before we jump in that happened yesterday. So when you use GoToWebinar, they allow you basically to put put out like 50 webinars at a time when you do a recurring webinar. And we started last December. We're a year old. It's been basically 50 weeks, and we're doing these webinars. And then you have to, so back in June, I set it to go out as far as it would go, and it would go out to December 27th. And then we never went back and added more dates, and that webinar ended. So the webinars that we do Thursday for GrooveKart Academy every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, that webinar is no longer there. We cloned it and created a new one. And inside of the Groove Digital Facebook group, you'll see a post by John Garcia for asking everybody to re-register. So yesterday we had our lowest attendee because most of you didn't get a notification because that webinar is gone, unless you were in the Facebook group, and we had about 25 of you show up. So if you want to make it on the future Thursday night sessions, either now or at the end of this call, make sure to go back into the Facebook group and re-register. And Matt Serralta, remind me, or I'll tell you right now, if you can take that link that's in the Facebook group and you have to update that in GrooveKart to where people go on the top right in the navigation of their of their store to register. That's going to a dead link, so we've got to update that to the new link. And
Absolutely.
John Garcia can send you a private message to that. So again, just letting you know, everybody, we do, as you know, we do training every Thursday at 6 p.m. That webinar has expired. The 2,000 of you that were registered will never get notifications again. That was our mistake. So we just cloned the webinar. You just have to re-register for it. You can do that inside the Facebook group. Okay, so the State of the Groovian. What is going to happen tonight is a couple of things. Number one, we want to let you know our plans for 2020 as it pertains to you, right? We're not going to go off on too many different tangents, about some things that we have, maybe in, in financial services, with GroovePay, unless it benefits you, okay? And we're going to let you know our goals as it pertains to you and the stuff that'll get you excited. But more importantly, we're going to do some demo updates on some new stuff that just went live for GroovePages, for GrooveSell. And then we're going to show you a sneak peek. We're actually going to be starting with that. Matt Serralta is going to be showing you a sneak peek at my request, as you folks know, of GroovePages for GrooveKart. We're not going to be completely retiring GrooveKart Studio, but new customers probably won't get it. So if you have anything there, you'll keep it. But we're basically going to be eliminating that and making GroovePages for GrooveKart. And I'll let Matt demo that for you. But just two little notes on that. I'm very, very excited to show you folks sneak peeks. And when it comes to our developers, Matt Serralta, Matt Naus, they usually say, no, let's release it when it's perfect. And I'm like, let's show them a sneak peek. So do me a favor in the chat, tell me if you guys like to see the sneak peeks, even if it's not perfect, just so you can get excited about seeing what's coming, or would you rather see the demo when it's perfect? So let us know. Okay, yes, 100. Love to see it. Absolutely. Sneak peeks are exciting. Love the sneak peeks. Okay, so we're going to be starting in about 2 minutes with Matt Seralta on your request and our request, showing you a sneak peek of something that is not meant to be live until February 15th. So it's about a month early, but oh man, are you going to be are you going to be excited about this? After that, we're going to show you a demo of some new things that are going on in GrooveSell and what you can expect and what you can do right now, and then what you can expect coming by the end of January, and then by April 15th when both of these are out of beta. Then we're going to talk timelines. After these demos, we're going to talk timelines about Groove Mail, Webinar Groove Live, Webinar Groove Automated, and then things that will come as well, like GrooveMember and Groove Video and things like that. And then, later, probably next year, when we're going to put in things like a help desk software like Groove Desk or Groove Surveys and different things like that. So our goal, and let me just say this. Real quick for the Q&A. If any questions you have, please put them in now. But before you write a question, let me just put a caveat. But please put some questions in now, because we do anticipate to be on here for 2 hours tonight. We also don't think that we're going to be able to get to every question, because here's what happens. By the time we hit the 2-hour mark, between 9:45 Eastern and 10 p.m. Eastern, you'll probably add another 30 questions. Especially as I answer a question, you'll add even more questions. Now, we can go 3 hours, but I really want to respect the time and get you out of here by 10 p.m. Eastern. The reason why we're doing it late tonight is we have Anrup here from India. We have Matt, who's who lives in Thailand, Matt Naus, and we had to do a time where everybody could be on so that we can make sure we answer these questions for you. By the way, John Cornetta is a little bit under the weather. He says hi and happy New Year's to everybody. Just let us know as we were getting on. He's in a little too much pain, and he couldn't make it on. Okay, so here's the caveat to the questions. First off, anything that's in an existing shopping cart platform, like One Shopping Cart, Infusionsoft, especially Kartra, if it ticks a box and what Kartra can do, we will have it and more. Samcart, et cetera. If it's out there, I can assure you, I'm going to make a little one of these statements, that nobody knows shopping carts better than us. Okay, we've got extensive knowledge in e-commerce shopping carts, and when it comes to digital shopping carts, if you folks know anything about me, I pioneered the very first one-click upsell technology, that was available for internet marketers, was put out through me by Butterfly Marketing. Other people did it for themselves, but making it available for other people, that was us. Butterfly Marketing was essentially something that allowed you to set up your own funnels back in 2006 in a very, very strange and archaic way. My product that was out before that was a site called pay.com, and which was a ClickBank competitor. And then there was the next iteration of that, which became Deal Guardian. And then after that, that morphed into Kartra. So we have been studying the competition over the years. And as you know, I'm no longer with Kartra, for reasons, as many people know, partnerships don't always work out, and sometimes mommy and daddy get a divorce, right? So what we have here is taking everything that we've learned in the past and looking at the other platforms that we had to use in the meantime, and say, this is good, but how do we improve on that? And then some features that we want in our business that nobody ever thought of, and I'm going to show you some of these things in a shopping cart before, that are just really, really great. And then when it comes to the page builder, if you are going to ask any questions, will you be able to do this like ClickFunnels? You go ahead and ask the question. I'll address it and I'll show you the demo. But I just want you to know unequivocally from everybody here on the team, the answer is yes. We're going to do that, and we're going to do it better, or we're going to do that and we're going to do it different and better, and here's why. Okay. So all those things about, will you have an agency? Yes, we'll get there. Will you have sharing funnels? Will you have the split testing? All of these different things we're going to address in the different timelines, because many of you are very new, even though we've spoken about these things in the past. Okay, so what is what is our goal, and what have we learned? So just want to let you know, we wanted to do a launch in December for GroovePages, right? And what we did, as you know, thanks to you, we did a backer program and raised a lot of money to be able to get here. And we put all this money into this investment of the software, getting the world-class developers. Literally, we have the best team of people I've ever been privileged to work with, and my partners are a bunch of geniuses, and our tech leaders are just the best in the industry. And it's something like I've never seen before, ever seen before. We're on another level. And because of that, we got this software done very, very quickly, where we promised the beta testers that they would get it. And here's the mistake we made. We said, now that we release it to the beta testers, we're gonna launch it as a beta product to the market. And our price point was gonna be $1, and then 14-day trial and $99 a month. After 3 days, and just being quite frank with you folks, this is what the feedback was. Wow, this thing looks great. I noticed there's a couple of bugs and you don't have a lot of templates yet. I'm gonna come back later, cancel my trial now, let me know when and then, holy cow, we realized those of you that back this software for life, you have a completely different outlook. You're getting on this call right now, giddy, going, I can't wait to see what's coming. This is so exciting, right? Because you have no more risk. You've paid. Everything only gets better every day. But imagine if you just paid $1 and I'm now going to bill you $99 a month, and you're getting on this call and I'm telling you what's coming in 2 months, right? We didn't anticipate this. Live and learn. So very, very quickly, 3 days into the launch, we did this. We said, guys, when's it going to take for us to get out of beta and have 11 different types of funnels with 5 different, 11 variants of funnels, not variants, 11 types of funnels with 5 variants per funnel. So let me give you an example. A product launch funnel. That means you need video 1, video 2, video 3, your video page, your video sales letter page, your thank you pages, your upsell pages, right? 6 or 7 different pages, right? And then I wanted 5 different versions of these. And when I say this is our team, the leadership, talking to our team. We wanted 5 different versions for a product launch funnel, then a webinar funnel, then a long form sales letter, a video sales letter, different types of upsell pages, an event page, a book funnel, a tripwire funnel, every single type of funnel you can imagine. We laid them out, and then we said we want 5 different one of those. And when you name one, they come with 7 different pages per funnel. We have our design team working, quote unquote, round the clock, quote unquote, 7 days a week, 24/7. That's obviously not the case. These people need to sleep, right? But they are hammering out this type of stuff because we've realized. And let's just be honest. I want you folks to tell us right in here. You guys don't necessarily want a page builder, right? You want pre-made funnels that are made to convert, that you can go in, change the headline and hit publish. And then you want to know that there's a page builder in case you want to change anything and make it look pretty, right? You don't necessarily want to be able to start with a canvas and then go out and know that you can design anything, but without funnels and templates, right? So Arthur Fabrizio says, correct, Mike. Steve Miller says, yes. Pierre, absolutely. Vishnu Swami says, I want both. Frederick, yep, okay, as you're typing them in, right? So that's what we decided to do. Pre-made, yes, with a builder is what Warren says. And this is what's going to separate us from everybody. So, folks, many of you folks may think that, because we've done $1 million quote unquote launches, not saying this, but, like, because we have the experience, right? Let me just use that. Because we have experience doing this stuff, that we have the Midas touch. When I talk with my partners, some of them that hadn't done, they come from different industries, hadn't done product launches before. Mike, I'm so excited. How many sales do you think we're going to do? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't want to say the number. I don't want you guys hitting the calculator right now. Well, give me a number. I don't know. I mean, dollar trials based on the past. Depends on affiliate support. 1,500 to 5,000. Oh, come on. Don't even write that number down. We could flop and do 500. Or we could do 7,500. I don't know. There's a lot of different things. All I know is these are the boxes that we need to check, and that's how we get there. And you know what happened on this one? We had the sales, and then we started getting great feedback. Let me know when it's out of beta. So that's a marketing lesson there, folks, that you need to pivot. And guess what we did? We changed the backer program. We went back to the backer program, and we changed that to a beta program. The same video, I went in and I re-recorded some things in front of the teleprompter. Many of you might be able to tell the difference. My skin color changed. I got a little heavier between some of the videos. When you actually watch, wore the same shirt, tried to focus the same. My voice will change sometimes. You'll notice a couple of differences in the edits. So instead of saying something like this, and we need your help, become a backer today, I had to change the audio or get in front of the camera and say, we need your help, so become a beta tester today and get instant access. Where before it said, and you'll be notified in a few months when it's ready. So there you go. We changed it back to the lifetime, and you folks know the offer because you're all here. And guess what? Huge success. Huge success. What it allowed us to do is create a war chest for you folks. Now, I will tell you this, myself and Matt Naus and Matt Seralta and John Cornetta are on a salary. There's no distributions being taken. We don't get money and say, ooh, windfall capital, let's take 50 grand each. No, we're putting that like we did with the original project. That's your money. That's your backer money. You've given us that money to put it into the software and to the development team, and that's where it's going. So we're living, tight and strict with our quote unquote salaries, and we put all of this in there to get this thing out of beta by April 15th. And boy, oh boy, did this last December, changing it from a backer program to a beta program, it just crushed it for us. Now, we didn't get much affiliate support. It was just us and many of you, thank you, and our top guy, Jeremy Gislason. But the other, what we would call, 10 people that we can normally rely on, they were doing their own Black Friday sales and Christmas and holidays and and all that different stuff. Life got in the way, and we had no affiliates. And still, we were able to net profit $500,000 that is just in a war chest to go to continue developing this thing. Okay, so what does that all mean for you? What that means is that we are fully committed. We're changing the name of so a couple of people have asked this, so I want you guys to understand this. I apologize about the coughing. What is GrooveApps? GrooveApps is not a brand. It doesn't mean anything. You never need to mention it. It's simply a place where if you log in for GrooveMail or GrooveSell or GrooveAffiliate or GroovePages or Webinar Groove, it's a place for you to log in and have the software. We wanted you to log into one place, so we came up with that name, right? We didn't want you to log in and you'd see GroovePages and then you click the GrooveMail and then it says GrooveMail. It's just, that's a place that hosts the software, okay? So what we've decided to do is change the name of the brand for everything that goes in that app to GrooveFunnels. We've negotiated with the people that own the domain. They purchased it in 2015. They actually purchased it to be ClickFunnels agency developers, and we reached out to them and we worked out a deal. We paid a pretty penny for it, and we're going to be changing the name of our brand, our competition that competes with the likes of the others out there, to GrooveFunnels, because again, GroovePages is one of the products now of GrooveFunnels. Does that make sense? So you could say to people, what do you use to run your business? Are you using WordPress or ClickFunnels? No, I use GrooveFunnels. And then GrooveFunnels, what do you get in there? Well, the page builder and the funnel builder uses GroovePages. You mail with GrooveMail. You do your webinars with Webinar Groove, and you do your your affiliate selling and your product sellings and your payment funnels with GrooveSell, right? So those are the different apps that come in the GrooveFunnels suite. So let me know in the chat if that all makes sense, and if you think it was a good idea for us to go with one brand called GrooveFunnels instead of different brands like GrooveMail, GrooveSell, GroovePages, et cetera, et cetera. All right, so understood, yes, great, love it, way better. Good move, guys. GrooveFunnels, I like it. One brand sounds better, absolutely. Okay, you guys get it, right? Right. Yes, basically it's Groove Suite. That's correct, Daniel. Stephen Miller, 100%. So we're going to be competing with the other companies as GrooveFunnels, and we're very, very excited about that. And so GroovePages now becomes the thing inside of GrooveFunnels that builds your pages and your funnels. Got it? Okay. So I'm already 20 minutes in, but I wanted to let you guys know where we're going. So what is our BHAG? Type in to the chat what a BHAG stands for. The first one gets a GroovePages for Life t-shirt. Type in BHAG. What does that mean?
Can I get the prize?
No, man, you can't.
Oh.
What is a BHAG? A BHAG, let's see, I gotta scroll down. Okay, the first person, even though it's a typo, is Dex Williams. And somebody please reach out to Dex, send them a PM, get his address, or Dex, do us a favor and email us at support at GrooveKart with a K, support at GrooveKart.com, and we'll get your address and get a shirt over for you. All right, and somebody wrote big, and so it's big, hairy, audacious goal. Somebody wrote big, hairy ass goal. Leslie Rohde, I would have given you that if you were first. I would have accepted that as well. So a BHAG is something that all entrepreneurs should have, and it should be something that is in reach. Like what is it that you want to be in 3 to 5 years? Where do you want to be? What's your BHAG? What is this crazy BHAG goal? So here's our BHAG. And folks, I want you to know we don't have a target on anybody. We're very friendly with everybody in the industry, and we've been competing with our friends for a very, very long time. But you know, understand this: we want to be in 2.5 years. We want to be the #1 person in this industry. We all know who it is, right? I don't need to say it. It's very, very obvious who it is. Good friends of ours as well. But we believe that people are going to think that we're crazy. You look around this team and the team of people that are on, you know, as organizers on this call. You don't want to count us out. We've been there, done that. Webinar Jam, 45,000 users in 3 years while I was there. We became the largest webinar platform in the world after GoToWebinar. And we believe we took so much of their market share away that we tanked their stock price that they had to sell. And you could track those dates. I'm not even kidding you. They must have been getting so many people that said, hey, can you do this? Can you do this? And they've actually did a lot of updates that look very, very similar to the way things worked in Webinar Jam. People thought we were crazy that we could take on Stealth Seminar. EverWebinar cleaned their clock. All right, so we know what we're doing. So this is what it's going to take. The ingredients of these 3 things. #1, a better product, but that's not all that gets you there. #2, excellent marketing, right? And #3, time. You put those 3 things into the mix. I'm not telling anybody out there they need to be scared or look out or that we have a target. I'm just telling you as a fact that we will be the #1 builder out there. And why does that matter to you? Why does that matter to you? Well, you've helped us get here. You've backed this project. And one of those 3 things that gets us to #1 was a better product. We said in the video that we stepped back, looked at everything in the industry, and we wanted to leapfrog anything out there on the market today. Our technology, and when we get to GroovePages in just a minute, I'm going to show you some cool tricks that prove what I'm showing you, why our pages load faster than anybody, why there's nothing out there that can design pages the way that we do. Not only do we have quick styles like everybody else, but then we literally have what we call the down to the pixel editor. There's nobody out there that has it the way that we do. We've taken some feedback from you all. You wouldn't believe the amount of feedback. Me building pages, I've got 19 Trello cards a day going in. This would be better. This would be better. We're going to revamp some stuff. And when we launch April 15th, we're not just going to be Groovepages. GrooveFunnels will have GrooveSell out of beta and 30 days away from GrooveMail and 4 months later live and automated webinars with Webinar Groove, because we're putting your money to good work. So there's people out there that trust me when they tell you. I've had people that say, they just text me, hey, I heard your launch didn't do too well. Oh, because we pivoted in 3 days. Oh yeah, perception, buddy. You have no idea what is going on here and how good it is. Just so you know, folks, we have a backdoor page that we're doing, and you should be happy about this. Welcome new brothers and sisters in here for the same deal that you got. Nobody ever pays less. In fact, sometimes they pay more. Okay, that's fair, right? Nobody ever pays less, and sometimes they pay more than you. Why is that good? The more money we get, the more we can keep this incredible engine going. So, with that said, we are continuing right now to bring on backers or beta testers into the program at rates I've never seen. Our Facebook advertising is going through the roof. And all the numbers combined, we're bringing in about $25,000 per day to a secret backdoor page that's only being advertised on Facebook. People love the offer, they love the product, and we're putting it into the software. We've been hiring people. We've just added 3 more developers. The better we look on a spreadsheet, we're like, let's throw money at this, let's throw money at this. And that's what we're doing. Now, Matt Serralta, get ready in about a few seconds, but I just want to let you know one more thing that we're doing. We've essentially had 3 teams, and we're turning it into 4 dev teams. Dev team 1, as you know, was run by Matt Serralta, and that was the GrooveKart team, and Matt will probably be stepping away and going into just the the operations role. Okay, and Dev team 2, let's call that the GroovePages team. And honestly, you know, GroovePages is the hero product in GrooveFunnels, so to speak, right? It's a sexy thing, right? And that's what made ClickFunnels what it is, the builder. That's run by Matt Naus and Finn, he's on our call, and some other really, really awesome people. And then what we have is the rest of the GrooveApps team, and that's run by Unroop, and that's who has designed GrooveSell and Groove Affiliate, and we're already working on GrooveMail, and Webinar Groove, as I told you, is already 30% done, and that's being done by Unroop. We're adding a 4th dev team, and the 4th dev team is going to take over Free Page Builder, some cool stuff we want to do with that, Review Trust, which we just purchased, and we haven't figured out what we're doing in terms of you know, price points and things like that. We might just include it in the Groove suite and tell people you have to buy Groove and then you'll get it for free, but we haven't figured that out yet. I don't want to get you too excited just yet. You might have to pay for it. We might make it free to the world. We don't know yet, but we've got to get some coders in there, and we've got to add GrooveSell and GrooveKart. It doesn't, even our own products aren't in there, so we needed a developer for that. GroovePages, and we have this other incredible thing out there called Layerapp, which we just think is a really cool thing for e-commerce. And then finally, Matt, as I said, Matt Serralta is looking to step away, and we're probably going to take over the GrooveKart e-commerce with probably Unroop will be stepping in. I think it's probably best right now that we leave Matt Naus focusing on just a page builder. We spoke with Unroop. He thinks that with Matt over the next month or so, we can transition, and we're just going to take that over and let Matt focus on the company's operations and other really, really good things that can be done. And we're going to, as one other thing, just so you know, the interface for GrooveKart is being redesigned to look like GrooveApps, and you will log in and you will be logged into all of that, including your GrooveKart stores as well, if you have one. So we're almost a half hour in, but I wanted to let you know those are some of the things that we're doing. And with your help, myself, and I've asked my partners, have you ever been more excited in your life? I'm going on a cruise next week. I told my one of my friends, I said, I'm already excited to get back to work. I don't even want to go on this cruise, quote unquote, because I'm so excited about what we're doing here with you guys. And I even said, I have so many opportunities, I don't even want to network. I'm scared for another opportunity, right? Joking. It's a good time for us, which means it's a good time for you. So half hour in, that is the state of the Groovian, and or the state of the union of what you can expect for us in the next year. We've got exciting stuff going on. So that's that. So put your questions in with all that. And now we're going to do 3 demos. One of the GroovePages, GroovePages for GrooveKart. Matt Seralta is going to take over the screen in just a minute. And then I'm going to do some GrooveSell stuff, then some GroovePages stuff, and then some Q&A. All right, so you guys excited? Rock on, Mike. Thanks, Arthur Fabrizio. I appreciate it. Cannot wait for the cruise next week. Eric, make sure to come see us. We'll have a shirt for you that says GroovePages for life. Any of you, oh, one more thing. So, folks, we're moving GrooveKon this year. We're not doing it in May, like we thought we might, May or June, which is what we're saying. We're moving it up 6 months. This is a pretty exciting thing that I think you guys are going to love. We feel that prepping for an event in May, when we're trying to focus on getting this thing out of beta, is going to split our attention. 100%. You don't do launches and events at the same time. And the next thing that we've decided to do, I started thinking, and I called the partners, and they all loved it. It's when we're doing Groove, the Marketers Cruise, we don't allow any speakers to sell there. Everything is all free. And then we get there 2 days early for networking. And I said to myself, wouldn't it be great? You guys are going to love this. Wouldn't it be great if GrooveKon was just 2 days before the cruise? So I'll give you an example. We sail on Saturday. So you fly in on Wednesday. Wednesday is registration. We have a comedian or some hypnotist show that night, and then a cocktail party with free drinks on us after that. So that would be Wednesday. Wednesday. Thursday and Friday is a 2-day GrooveKon event. And then Saturday, we all go on vacation together. So here's how it's going to work. Every year, if you come on the Marketers Cruise, you get to come to GrooveKon for free. And if you're a GrooveFunnels or GrooveKart user, you'll either get a free ticket or pay the discounted price or whatever. Let us figure that out. We'll always take care of you, right? Let's just assume you come for free, right? And then other people that haven't purchased our product, they'll have to pay $497 or whatever the case is. But we'll tell everybody, hey, or just come on the cruise. Tickets start at $980 and take your vacation with us. Bring your family, bring the kids, come 2 days early, learn, do GrooveKon, and then kick it off and go on a vacation. Does this sound exciting? Does that sound pretty cool? So GrooveKon is going to be every single January, right before the cruise. So we'll do our GrooveKon and we all go on vacation together. Okay. So that's just one other last update that we wanted to tell you. More information on that soon. Yes, indeed. Very cool. You're saying I'm in. So here's the deal. Obviously, Carnival is sold out. You can't come on to the Marketers Cruise now. We're leaving in 8 days, right? But go to marketerscruise.com. You can book a cabin for like $250. It goes up about $25 every 2 months, the price, which is a lot. That means the ticket price goes up $600 over the year. We've already put the information for next year's cruise. If you book now, we'll see you on the cruise next year, and you're getting your ticket to GrooveKon next January. More information about where we're going will be given on the Marketers Cruise and when we get back. So many of you are very, very excited. So Matt, that is the state of the Groovian, and I am going to now give you an intro about what you're going to see. So folks, just understand this. I've asked Matt to show you this. He said, I can't wait till February. I said, no, they're going to be excited. So this isn't even live on a server. It is on our developer's computer. So Matt is dialed in using TeamView, which is basically a share screen to one of his developers, in another part of the world, and he's going to be sharing that person's local server desktop on his screen. So Matt, I'm gonna say take it away. It's up to you now.
Well, thank you, Mike, for such a great presentation. Very excited to see all the things that are happening as well, and I'm glad to see all the feedback in a chat and how excited everybody is. Let me see, guys. I need to do 2 clicks here to be able to share my screen, so I'm working on that.
I just want to say one thing out there to Jim Lush. Damn, I'm leaving on the Carnival Magic Sunday. Jim, that's our ship. We're leaving the following Sunday. So when you get off, look for us. Too bad you missed the Marketers Cruise. You're literally going to be seeing us boarding the ship when you're getting off. But next year we'll do it together. Sorry, Matt. I just thought that one had to be shouted out.
Okay, guys, so now my mission is trying to get you guys to see my screen. Let me see, can anybody see my screen? And if so, which one?
Yes, we can see it. It's blue, pretty blue.
You see
Icons on the
somebody's
left.
desktop.
What about now? Does it look more like our software?
No, I'm still seeing pretty blue.
We're seeing somebody's desktop.
Okay, what about now?
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, there you go.
All right, that's what happens when you have too many monitors, more than you can manage. Guys, so I am connecting into, like Mike mentioned, into a remote desktop into one of our best developer, superstar developer, like Mike mentioned, that joined our team. And what's happening is we've been working in the background, creating a second copy, a super powerful copy of GrooveKart. So to add all kind of really cool features that I'm going to introduce now. And so, unfortunately, the signal is not so good and it's a little bit slow, but I think we'll be able to give you guys a good idea of what's coming down the pipeline. This is the new, we're going to call it for now the page builder for GrooveKart. We're going to come up with a cool name for it. And it can
Well, Matt,
really
it's
replace.
GroovePages for GrooveKart. Yeah, GroovePages for
Yeah,
GrooveKart.
exactly. It's going to be like your GroovePages for GrooveKart. And what's really cool is that you're going to be able to build your website using drag and drop elements that you're going to be able to insert into virtually any page on your website. And you're going to be able to create as many pages as you desire on top of it. So here, the page that you are looking at right now is the actual home page, right? So that would be the page that your visitors land on. But using the same process, we can easily edit your category page. That's a page that has all of your categories or all your product within the categories, your shopping cart, your checkout page, your upsell pages, your thank you pages, maintenance page. And the CMS page is really the page where you're going to be able to create as many as you want. You'll be able to create as many CMS pages as you want. So that could be a terms and condition, refund policies, or shipping, or just a cool page about you, or contact us, or whatever it would be. And you're going to be able to create as many pages as you want with the same system of drag and drop. And your product layout page. And one of the cool things we're going to do for the product layout pages is that we're going to let you create as many templates, so to speak, of product layout, so that if you sell, let's say you sell vitamins, you might want the product page to look quite a bit different than if you sell a t-shirt, right? Or different products. So within the same e-commerce store, you're going to be able to pre-save several different looks for your product layout pages and assign them to your product and says, this product, I would like it to look like this other product, I would like it to look like that. And eventually, we're also going to combine that in a way that you can do A/B testing by changing the look of your product page and see which page converts better. And you can test different scenarios as well. So that's all going to be created. So using this drag and drop builder, we're going to be able to do any of these pages plus as many CMS pages that you'd like and as many product layout as you would like pages as well. And not only that, but we are going to be able to save templates so that you can literally take your fill and look of every one of these pages or your product page and bring it to another page. We're also going to give the opportunity to some of the best, GrooveKart designers to go out and take that work and share it with other people, whether they share it on our marketplace or a Facebook group or with each other, whatever it is. We're going to give everybody the opportunity to take their creative work and share it with other people, give it a name, and basically you'll have the ability to take this theme, we're going to call it, this group of look and feel, and bring them from one place to another as well. And to give you an idea of how a theme can easily change, you'll be able on top of your page to basically click the top of your page and select what theme would look best for you. And so, and that's how easy it's going to be. So on the left side, you're going to be able to see what your elements are, right? So the elements is going to be the section where we are going to be able to, and I'm so sorry about the speed, guys, where you're going to be able to add different elements to your website, whether this could be rows, text, media, product category, or even content. And the first part of your page is going to be your header. So here I'm going to click on the header, and I'm going to change the actual look and feel of the header with one of the pre-saved header type, just to show you how easy that could be. And in the release you're going to see in February, it's going to be called a block. So people are going to be able to create as many pre-made block as they desire, and with one click of a button, get any section of their web page to change to a look that they have pre-saved before. In this particular case, we saved the colors, the search menu, this menu right here, and pre-saved it as a block. And we will also provide you with many blocks for different pages, so that you'll be able to really, literally, by doing drag and drop, create a page very fast. But that's not all. Every element is going to be able to be modified from here, meaning we're going to keep it super easy for you. So say, for example, here that we have a slider. If I want to find out how to update, how to change my slider, I don't have to look anywhere, but right here, I get my little setting wheels in a very similar fashion than you would with GroovePages. You can click the setting wheel. On the right side, you're going to have your settings for the actual slider to come up. And again, guys, I'm really sorry about the speed here. This actually runs at the speed of light, but the screen refresh is very slow because of the screen share into a local computer. And here you'll be able to add as many slides as you want. You want to add a new slide, you just click new slide. And from there, you select which image you would like to upload, how you name your slides. You can click on the little pen and actually decide exactly on what that slide is going to be made of. So that really shows you how the concept of building your web page works. Everything is done very simply. You can name it, you can add a subtitle, you can upload your image, you can do anything you want right here within that page builder. That means you have the ability to create any web page on the fly very easily. And one of the most interesting things about this concept is that it is really dynamic with your catalog within your website. It is not just a page builder, it's a page builder that's so completely linked to your website and give you the opportunity to, by that sense, build a web page keeping in mind categories and product or anything else that you might have within your website. So I'm going to hit cancel here, which takes a couple seconds to refresh. And I'm going to show you an example. Say, for example, that you would like to display the categories on your home page. In this particular case here, you can see that we have 3 product categories that are listed. So again, super simple. If I want to change that, I'm going to click on the 3 product categories. I'm going to click the setting wheels, which is going to update on the right. And here I can easily select which categories I would like to show there. So say I want to show, I don't need to show women watches. I would prefer to show accessories. I can simply click both of these boxes and it's going to update your web page live on the changes that you made. It's that simple, right? If you want to show, let's say, 4 categories in a row instead of 3 categories in a row, you can click here and say, hey, what I want to show is 4 categories. If you don't like the fact that they're presented into a block and you would like it to show as a tile, then you can also click tiles, and now your category look like tiles, right? In this particular case, because I only really have 3 categories, I'm going to make it 4 at the bottom, 4 and select 4 so that it matches. And there you go. I just built a category block that shows you your 4 categories on the fly, on the spot. Eventually, we're also going to make that linkable so you can go straight into the category and change the category name and so on. In this particular case, you can easily change the look and feel of your block as well. Say, you would like to change to a different font, so you can easily do that by clicking here and selecting a different font. You can easily change the color in the very same manner. You can add more spacing around your category block. Heck, right now I get 30. If I would like to put another 10 in spacing on top, all I have to do is go here and type 10, and it's going to add an extra space here of 10 pixels. And that is actually that easy to do. If you don't like this text, how would you like to shop today? Simply click on it and say, and type the text that you're looking for. And you can do those changes on the fly, and they're going to reflect on your website as soon as you click save. Your entire web page can be built that way. Say you would like to show some product on your home page. You can do the very same thing and go to your product. Here I made a spelling mistake. I tapped feature product. Instead of having to navigate into GrooveKart and find out where to change that text, I'm simply going to click here, add the Ds that I'm missing. and now it says featured product. If I want to change that text, I can do the same. Heck, if I want to add another title, I will simply take it from here, drag it over, and just position it wherever I would like to add a new title. Makes it easy to add as much text as you want, makes it easy to add as many testimonials, as many customer reviews. Anything you'd like to do, you can build your website on the fly. Here in this particular case, say I would like to add another. I'm so sorry guys about the lag. I'm seeing the lag too on my side. It's very, very slow, unfortunately. So I'm also speaking a little bit slower, and I apologize for that. In this particular case.
And just remember, folks, the lag is not has nothing to do with the software. It's how fast it's redrawing the screen, because Matt's drawing a screen that belongs to a developer in another part of the world. So even it's just a latency issue. That's all.
Thank you, exactly. And at the same time, guys, so you can do that several times. I'm going to scroll down to another group of products here. In this particular case, say I would like to show only 3 products. I can click on the wheel. I can select which 3 products I'm going to show. I can change the colors of this item right here on the fly. It's got a beautiful interface. So here, for example, I'm going to say, hey guys, I only want to show 3 products, not 4. It's going to resize them automatically. And there you go. Now it's sized for 3 products, and maybe I'm going to add 2 more so that I got exactly 6 products. And look at that, guys. You can build your web page on the fly based on the catalog you have. On your product page, you can do add to cart. You can move it around. You can move your picture around. You can move your upsell, your cross sell, your pricing to different places, and really build your product page the same way. Bunch of extra features. You can add as many sliders as you'd like. You can add product carousel when you scroll over and go through different products. If you would like to add a video, again, just drag your video wherever you would like to add it, and then select which video you would like to add, and that's it. You now have a video on your website. You can create columns and blocks and put text around your video. So that's how easy it is to do. So I'm very excited about you guys being good marketers, having the ability to go out there and really create a web page, putting as much emphasis on marketing as you'd like, and not having to spend a lot of time working on the look and feel on your website, because you'll have a lot of pre-made blogs and it's going to be super easy to do. A simple example, if you want to change your top menu, the very same thing. If you want to add a new menu, you just click here and you put the parameters. If you want this to be more on top, you can do that. Everything is draggable, so super easy to modify your GrooveKart, give it the look you want, do some A/B testing, and get things done. And I'm going to show you guys just one last thing. I could have shown you a little bit more had we be able to get that, had we gotten that on the web instead of on a local computer here. And then one last thing you can do is, if, for example, on a particular page you want to disable the header, you simply click here and you're now able to do that. And if you want to move some elements around, you can simply drag them and move them around as well.
Matt, hold on just one second. So you said on a particular page, if you want to remove the header, let's just slow this down just a little bit. Why would somebody want to remove the header on a particular page?
What a good question. You might be that instead of creating an entire web page experience, you're trying to build a very, very strong funnel. And so you run an ad on Facebook, let's say for a particular product, like say you have a weight loss product that you think you can do very well. So you create your product in GrooveKart for your weight loss. You make it look exactly the way you want with a page builder, or you use one of the pre-made template. And you might say, hey, I don't want the customer to navigate away from this product, right? I'm offering one weight loss product on my website. It's a very powerful product. I got a powerful funnel. I don't want no menu on top. I don't need my logo on top. I don't need anything on top that's going to distract the customer. Typically, when you start your checkout on Amazon, I don't know if you've noticed, Mike, but once you're in your shopping cart in Amazon, it's hard to find a logo. It's hard to find a back button. It's hard to find anything but next, right? So it's the same thing. On your checkout page, you might want to say, hey, I don't want to put a lot of emphasis on my logo. I don't want people to be able to click backs, and so on. And so that gives you the ability to completely remove the top part for, let's say, your checkout process. Or you might be a merchant where it's important to you to keep your branding and to keep everything on top, or the navigation, right?
Or
and so you can
upsell
decide to do it either way. or your
right? If you
upsell.
have an upsell page, right? You don't want people having a search and a directory on your upsell page. So
Correct.
what you want to remember is that what Matt is showing you, this is a builder that applies to every single page on your website. So what are the pages on your website as he went over before? Well, you have your home page, which is where people show. And, as you can see, you've got your menu, and then you can drag and drop this stuff. Like I want the slider to go here. I want the category. I want a testimonials here. You're creating your blocks, but that's just your home page. Then you can have your category listing page, your product listing page, the add to cart page, the checkout page, the upsell page, the thank you page, your terms of service page, every single type of page that you can imagine, you basically have Groove pages for GrooveKart. So there's really nothing else in the world that is like this, because we're taking all the stuff that we've learned with Groove Pages, and now you don't have to log into Groove Pages and then use Groove Pages and then have all these different configurations. No, we've just literally built this within GrooveKart. So when you want to design your store, we've been working with a couple of really, really big guys in e-commerce that have been advising us on some of the stuff that we want to do. And Matt, I'm just taking over. Just watch what Matt's doing while I'm talking here. We have free page builder, which has 450 blocks that from GrooveKart Studio or free page builder that are all being coded for this. So what that means is if you want to drag over testimonials or feature blocks or map location blocks or footer blocks or the about us team or header images and all of these pre-designed blocks that we just had from our legacy products and the blocks that are being made for Groove Pages, right? If they apply to e-commerce stores like testimonials and countdown timers and all that stuff, those designs are coming into here. We're going to work in parallel. So we're going to be taking those blocks, and you'll be able to drag those blocks anywhere. So I've looked at some pages in the past by some other people, and I said, Matt, how did they do that with Shopify? And they said, Mike, Shopify can't do that. They had a guy, they hacked it, and you need a real CSS designer. And I said, oh, how can we do that with like Groove Pages where we put a block over? And they're like, well, we can't, Mike. Either they have GrooveKart Studio where they build the site, but then everything is controlled in GrooveKart. That's the old version. And then Matt and the team, Matt Seralto, when he saw the Groove Pages stuff, they got together and they said, oh, this is how it should be done for GrooveKart. And then we've taken all of those things and created Groove Pages for GrooveKart. And again, folks, you're seeing a slow demo version of it 6 weeks before it's being pushed out to all the users. But Matt, I'm going to let you just close out on this with any last things you want to say, and then I'm going to take it over. We're going to move to the next section.
Cool. So the last thing I'm going to go to is you can also customize all your settings for your website super easily by going to page settings. That's going to bring up a menu on the left in between now and the next couple seconds here. You can easily click the little pencil, right? Create, like we mentioned, do as many pages as you want. And on there, you'll be able to do all of your SEO settings and all your
tracking pixels,
you'll be able to have
Facebook
different
pixels,
tracking
Google Analytics.
Yeah. Exactly. So that gives you such a control on your entire web page. And I'm going to close out with one last thing, especially because I've seen a few questions here in the chat. This is multi-language, folks. Your text here is in English, and it says my home is in my home English. You can easily go ahead and click here and actually say, hey, now I'm going to add my same content in Français or French, and then you can go ahead and put your title, your keywords, your meta description, discover how to get your product in French, and based on where your visitor is from, or based on which language settings you choose, you'll be able to switch from one language to another in the front of your page. Now, where you manage your store will always stay English. We're very true to the English language, but your visitors will be able to see your product description, your product titles, and all your add to carts button, and just about anything in any possible languages. And so, or you just English if you just add it in English, but if you'd like to add it in different languages, Spanish and so on, you'll be able to do that, really opening the ability for you guys to sell your product worldwide in their local languages. So guys, this is what we're working on. We're super excited. Everything is doing very well. Now we're mainly concentrating on creating a lot of pre-made blogs for you guys. Tidy ups, a little bit of the details. I'm really, my hat goes out to all of you guys because I'm very thankful that you are a backer and you chose us for your software. I'm very thankful for that. Also, the developers that's the head of the team that's creating this project is on the call here, came and attend the webinar. So I want to also say good job and thank you for all the good job you did, dev team. Thank you, Mike. Back to you, buddy.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. You can shut your screen off, hit stop showing screen, the little square button in your go to webinar tab. Okay, and that should allow me to show my screen. And unfortunately, that button, can somebody make click share my screen and give me the prompt? Because my thing is 100% not responding to me. There we go. Thank you. Show main screen. Now, you guys should be seeing my screen, right? I believe it because I'm seeing it in the window there. Okay. So folks, we're going to go over some GrooveSell, but what I want to talk about just before we transition is what you just saw with GroovePages. Expect that to come out mid-February. We get back from the cruise like around the 26th, and the team is going to be working on it while we're away, and then we're going to just review it, make sure it's nice and pretty, and we're going to be releasing that. So that that is GroovePages for GrooveKart. What is so exciting about that is that everything ever before in e-commerce has always been abstract. Even GrooveKart, we even had something that we're pretty proud in the GrooveKart, what we're calling 1.0, which is at the current website where the video, I'm raving about the old way that it was done because we were light years ahead of anybody else there. But so this summer, you can expect what we're calling GrooveKart 2020, which is really another cool way of saying GrooveKart 2.0, which will be relaunching in the summer. And what that is that when you come here, when you log in, let's do it like this here. When you log in at your login page like this, you will see your GroovePages, GrooveSell, GrooveMail, Webinar Groove, GrooveKart. And if I go over to GrooveSell right here, this little thing, let me just close this. This little thing right here allows you to move through the different things. These are coming soon. And as you can see, we have a line here, like this is outside of GrooveApps. GrooveKart is going to be part of GrooveApps with a single sign-on, and all of your user interface, everything in the user interface is going to look, let me just type in a website here. It's going to look something like you see here with, imagine logging into GrooveKart in the summer, and everything is going to, all the buttons and everything are going to use this is our own UI and UX that was made for us. So navigation, fonts, everything in GrooveKart is going to look like that. And our UI and UX designer is going to be changing. It's going to be a learning curve, but it'll be easier. We're basically turning it into, the old version into like an iPad version. It'll be easy. When you log in, there'll be new navigation. It's going to be thought out. We're going to show the navigation tree of every extension that's possible in the system to our UI and UX, which means user experience. And he's going to say, no, this should happen like this. He's going to study Shopify, how they do it, what can be done better. And then he's going to leapfrog it and say, this is the way that GrooveKart should have been done. It's going to give it to us. We're going to reskin it, and then you'll have the GroovePages for GrooveKart, and we're going to relaunch that to the world. You folks that already have it, just get it. But we're going to call it GrooveKart 2020 or GrooveKart 2.0, and then we really want to take it to Shopify because we know that right now we've created an e-commerce platform for marketers, people that really know marketing. They want one-click upsells and everything. But at the same time, we also know that there's a simplicity to Shopify, right? Oh, it's simple. They don't have all the complexities because they put a lot of those different things to let other developers where you pay for extra apps and those different types of things. And we will now have the simplicity, the look, the feel, and the power. So, okay, so we're going to exit out of this little thing right here and move on to GrooveSell. And we've noted your questions, just so you know. We have our team here that's been adding your different questions in here. So we're going to be getting them to at the end. So please put your questions in now. We don't want to stop and answer your questions here. We want to do it all at the end. And remember, there will be a time where I say, okay, no more questions, because we already have 45 minutes worth of questions to go to, and we want to get you guys to sleep and time with your families. So, you know, at a certain point, we will say no more questions. So get them in now. Okay. Demo 2 of 3 is now GrooveSell. Let me just go over a couple of things here. Some people are asking questions that I will just get to. So you see GroovePages, there's GrooveSell, there's GrooveMail, and there's Webinar Groove. What you can expect at the end of this year is one other thing here, which is Groove Video. And what that means is you will be able to upload a video. You're going to connect to your Amazon S3 account where your video will be stored. And we're going to basically build a Wistia type platform. You can adjust the player controls. You can have add to cart buttons, show in the video, tags, call to actions, all these different things. And your videos will, when you pull them onto your Groove page, you will just select which video in your GrooveFunnels account from your Groove video that you want to show on the page, as opposed to having to host it on Vimeo or YouTube or Wistia or something like that. So yes, that's coming. You will also see GrooveMember coming in 2021, right? It already seems like, wow, we're in 2020 and we're talking 2021, right? But we've got to get this out of beta in April, then GrooveMail, then Webinar Groove, then Groove Video. And what we're looking towards, you know, so this is a long time away, so we never want to put things in stone, but what we're looking for is in 2021, we start talking about Groove Desk and Groove Survey and GrooveMember. And we'll take some surveys from you. Which one is the most important? I'm pretty sure you guys are going to say, I want GrooveMember because I don't want to have to pay for Kajabi anymore. And that'll probably be the first thing in 2021 will be GrooveMember, then Groove Desk, and Groove Surveys. And like we said, we're pouring our resources into the development, but we don't want to be doing all of these things unilaterally at the same time. We want to go out and launch these major tent poles out to you, and we know that the most important ones is for you to be able to have pages, sell your products, and do emails, right? And then we're going to all the other stuff, and of course you've got the e-commerce stuff, you know, right here. So GrooveSell, what do we got to show you? All right, so we're going to go over to GrooveSell, and right here, this is just a very rudimentary dashboard. So what can you expect to come for your dashboard probably by January 31st if you're selling products? Well, number one, there's going to be a bar, graph, and charts here, and you're going to have about 6 different boxes as opposed to just this. This is visitors. This is conversions. You know, how many sales we made today and the revenue. Okay, but we're also going to see things like upsells, sales made by affiliates, sales commissions going to the affiliates. So probably like 9 different boxes that'll be here in the dashboard, and then a big chart. Okay, and then right here we've got what these are some preset things here that I just love. I hope you'll appreciate this. You've got your quick things here like today, yesterday. So right here we're at 33 today. If we click on yesterday and we hit submit, that refreshes to 46. Okay, 46 conversions, right? Some of those are upsells, right? Okay, last 7 days, we click like that. We get this data here like that. There's been 450 conversions, and the last 30 days here, there's been 1,000. So remember, folks, I told you, you know, many people might have heard that we pivoted our launch. You know, these numbers right here, you know, they speak for themselves. And of course, then we have the future products upsells that people took, which are going to be billing in 30 and 60 days. So it's nearly $1 million that just goes into a war chest to develop this thing. And but as just to show you, this is where you're going to log in and see some stats. So now let's go to the funnels. Okay, so we have here your funnels, and now you're like, Mike, wait a second, wait, hold on. Why do I have funnels inside of GrooveSell? I thought funnels goes in a page builder. All right, so here's the big here's the big framing that ClickFunnels told everybody. They told everybody that that their software basically handles the funnels. It's simply just not true. There's no funnel software in the world that can handle your funnels, right? Because of these reasons. Number one, when somebody buys a product, whether it's an Infusionsoft or One Shopping Cart or SamCart or a GrooveSell or Kartra or anything out there, your shopping cart says, where do we send people after they purchase? So ClickFunnels had no say in that. The buy button, your Kartra, your Infusionsoft, your GrooveSell account says, after purchase, send here. So that's number one. There's three ways that somebody goes from one page to another. The first one, we just went over, they buy a product. Number two is they fill out a form. Well, guess what? If any of you have ever used anything like MailChimp or ActiveCampaign or Infusionsoft or Kartra or soon GrooveMail or Aweber, iContact, all of these different things. Well, when somebody fills out this form, they ask you on successful submit, where do we redirect? So myth number two from ClickFunnels is that they handle the funnels through forms. No, the web form from your third-party provider says this is where you send people after they fill out the form. And the only third other way that you can go from one page to another is by making a hyperlink. You just say, here's a button or a link that says, no thanks, I don't want this offer. And you say, where do you hyperlink it? You know that. You can do that in a Google Doc, right? It's where do you send these people when they click on the link? So that has nothing to do with the funnel software. The funnel software doesn't tell you where pages to go. So what did they do? They basically stacked the funnels in order and said landing page, upsell page, video sales letter, upsell, and thank you page. And they gave you a list of pages. And in your mind, you got to visually see that they start on this page, they go to this page, they go to this page, they go to this page. Essentially, what they did is they created a set of pages, right? So yes, in GroovePages, we will have that as well. That looks something along the lines like this, right? And we are going to have funnels. I'm going to get to this in just a minute here, but let me just show you one of our sites that we actually use for GroovePages, right? So we have our quote unquote set of pages right here, right? My home page, my lifetime page, the upgrade, the thank you page, after they opt in, the you're too late, the back door, our demo pages, all these different pages, right? So in ClickFunnels, they make it look like, oh, this is a hierarchy. Yes, well, that's all it is. But what order you put them in doesn't say how they go from one page to another, right? It's just a visual representation of what's going on. But really what controls a page is when somebody buys, fills out a form, or they click on a link like this, here's the upgrade, right? Or if they click on something that says, no thanks, right? I say, where does that go? I put a a link that tells people where that goes, okay? Okay, so let's get back to GrooveSell and talk about the funnels, the actual why we call them product funnels. Okay, so we're in GrooveSell and I'm clicking on funnels, and product funnels are a set, they're your brands, and then inside of your brands you have products, right? So let's talk about what brands do we have. GroovePages, GrooveKart, Free Page Builder, Review Trust, Layerapp. This will become like GrooveFunnels, right? So this is a set of different products. And you can see I have 5 different products in GroovePages. Let's go check them out. What do they look like? Well, I have these products. GroovePages, which is the main product that they're buying. I have Groovekon, which was, whether the T stood if they were buying it off the trial or not. Then I had GroovePages for PayPal. That was just separate, like if people wanted to pay by PayPal, but we decided we didn't want to do that. We just don't want people paying with PayPal. That's our own personal choice. For complex billing, we prefer not to use PayPal. And then here's the future products, right? And when you look here, when I click on these things, right, inside of just this particular product, when I click here, you'll notice we have different price points. The dollar trial, monthly, annual, $4.97, and then the lifetime, because that is what became the offer for the launch, right? So you're seeing what's happening here, right? I have brands, and then in the brands, I have my different products, and then I can set different price points for my products, which I'm going to walk you through in a demo, right? So for instance, the future products, the upsell that over 70% of you have taken, when we go here, we see I had two different price points. I had one for just GrooveSell and then all the different products, right? Which, as you can see, overwhelmingly, you folks took all the different products. Some of you said, I don't need it, I just need the GrooveSell. Okay, so GrooveSell is where I want you to look at your funnels. You have upsell products and everything here is handled. So let's go now through GroovePages and walk through the setup of this product, right? And now this is a wizard that walks you through extensively without you having to look for all these different things in a navigation. You ever go in these other shopping carts and like you hit on a menu and it nests and you're like, where do I find this different? We walk you through a wizard and we answer every one of your questions. So this is my front end product. If it was an upsell, I would say upsell, right? Next, we go to pricing, okay? And for pricing, we had the trial, we had the monthly, the annual, a $497, which was just going to be $497 a year. And then we decided to go with the lifetime, and that's a one-time payment here. This one here, as you see, we said recurring, how long? Annually, right? We had the monthly, which was just recurring at $99 a month. And then we had a trial, which we ticked off recurring. Then we enabled the trial, said $, 14 days, how many days, right, et cetera, $99 per month, right? So if I wanted to add a new price point, right, let's just say I just click add new price point, and then I will just come here. It knows it's the 6th position. I rename it and I say demo for webinar, right? It's not a real price point. And notice that it changed it right here. As I type here, notice right here, right? It's automatically going. And it's now setting up all these things later in here. I give it a description, something the public will see. Is it a one-time payment, recurring, installments? Is there a trial? And if so, and what is the price? And you'll notice that, these things start changing over here. It's a one-time price. It's just $497. If I say recurring, it needs to know like how long does this recur? And if I don't like this price point, I just hit trash, right? So I'm going to delete that because it was for the demo. Let's move on. I think you get it. This is the next really interesting part here. This is something I want everybody to pay attention, folks. If you're talking to somebody else on Skype or Messenger and you hear my voice, tell that person, hey, wait a minute, I want to see something. This is really important. I'm going to show you something that nobody else in the world can do, period, the end, and why it's important. This is the gateways. All right, so we click on Save and Next, and we have here payment gateways where you can apply for a merchant account with us. If you have your own merchant account, great. And here's where you set up your gateway. And if you'll notice, we have 4 Stripe accounts. We have one for Groove Digital, one that I have, one for GrooveKart, and one for GroovePages. We also have a PayPal account for GrooveKart. We also have a PayPal account for GroovePages. We have a PayPal account for Groove Digital, and then we have our merchant account for Groove Digital. Okay, and if I want to add a new one, I click Add New Payment Gateway. Do I want to do Stripe, Authorize.net, or PayPal? Standard payments, we're adding on Roop. If you can just type me in Skype when you think, but we'll buy beta. Let's just say in beta, we're going to have PayPal Express Checkout or PayPal Commerce. I forget what it's called, but it's the latest version of PayPal. We've gotten approved for it. It's being put into GrooveKart. PayPal Commerce. Thank you, Anrup. So that is now being added as well. And so what is the difference between quote unquote standard PayPal payments and PayPal Commerce? Well, PayPal standard payments is the old PayPal that's always been around that allows you to basically set up quote unquote subscriptions. But imagine if remember I said we don't use PayPal, and here's why. With PayPal, if you set up a subscription and I want you to one-click upgrade from 99 to 149 or 149 back to 199, or you sent 3 million emails that month and you went over your email allowance or anything like that, and I had to bill you $200. Well, you can't do that. If I have your credit card on file or Stripe, I can. PayPal, you can never do that, period, the end. If you wanted to upgrade from 99 a month to 149 as an example for any type of scenario, I would have to tell you, well, click the button for 149, and after you do that, go to the help desk, show us proof, and then we'll go and cancel your subscription. Oh, this is so crazy. So we just don't use PayPal. We want to be able to have you be able to move up and down with a click of a button, like most sites, right? So the only way in the past to do that was Braintree. We're adding Braintree, by the way. We're also adding NMI and other gateways. Yes, all that stuff is coming by April 15th, more than you can imagine. We're adding Apple Pay. We're adding Zelle payments so that, we're adding wire so people can send you wires, ACH, and of course, the new technology, Zelle payments for those in the US that people can just pay you direct to your bank account by logging into their bank account. And we know what is cutting edge. It's on the list, and we're getting it for you by April 15th. But right now, Stripe, PayPal, and your merchant account, you're good. It's what we use. So just wanted to go over all that for you. But again, PayPal Commerce is different. When the person pays with PayPal Commerce, there's like this little Facebook accept, like, hey, this vendor wants you to approve this. And when the buyer says that, what that allows is you have a contract with that buyer that says, hey, we can, depending on what you click later, we can upgrade you and downgrade you and all that different type of stuff. Let's move on. I'm getting a little too technical. Let's go back here to the payment gateways. Now, you'll notice in PayPal, I've already went into the payment gateways and I've set up 1, 2, 3 PayPal accounts. I just don't use them, right? But if I wanted to, I click add PayPal and you could see the 3 of them there, and I would just add it, and I now say I want 100% of the time I want to use this PayPal account. But if I want to load balance, right? Watch this. I'm going to put 34. Now I'm going to put 55, just for the sake of argument. That's my GrooveKart PayPal. Watch this. My GroovePages PayPal, that's done a lot of money. I'm going to put that at 30%. I'm at 85% so far. And then I'm going to put here Groove Digital. That's a very new account. I don't want to put too much volume through that, so I'm going to put 15. This has to add to 100. All of the instruction cards are coming right now, quote unquote beta. And take a look at that. Right now, every single time somebody wants to pay me with PayPal, I'm rotating my different PayPal accounts. Why is that important? Well, number one, I'm load balancing. I'm not doing too much sales through them if a customer decides to take the PayPal option. And I'm spreading the balance through different PayPal accounts so that I'm quote unquote staying off their radar. Type in the chat, folks, if you've ever had a problem with PayPal, getting your PayPal account shut down or reserve or anything like that, where you fear if you ever had to do $500,000 in sales, one of your biggest fears would be using PayPal and having one PayPal account. Frederick says, yep. Milan says, mine. Hey, Milan Panchal. I told you I'd give you a shout out. Thanks, buddy. Craig Dunn, yes, this is very powerful. Load balance with PayPal. Loves it. Jeffrey Edwards, yes.
I know, I did.
Yeah, and we did, folks. On our GroovePages backer launch, we got that phone call from PayPal, and they gave us a reserve, right? So now we could load balance. But I'm going to show you something else that's even cooler. I'm just going to leave this here for now, just so that you understand this. Now, my credit card gateways. Take a look at this. I'm putting 90% of my transactions through Groove Digital, and I'm only giving 5 to Stripe because we had a reserve on Stripe. The little bit of volume that we did with them, at $30,000 a month, they gave us a 25% reserve because it was a new account. And we wanted to lower our risk and get more of our money. And Matt, didn't you give me some good news today that you told me that you wanted to change this? Can you explain the scenario? They lifted our reserve and they love us now. And what did you say to me earlier today?
We because we had such a good processing history, right? Is it lifted the reserve and there's no more reserve and the payout times have been greatly reduced. But initially, what happened, Mike, is what always happens. You all of a sudden do a lot of volume, you do it very fast, and then they got freaked out, right? So it took for them to hold our money for a little while and not give it to us for, what was it, about 90 days, for them to say, oh yeah, okay, everything's cool, there are no chargebacks, and then we got our money, and from there, they lifted also reserve, also hold. It was just, it's typical Stripe. I would say we're in good shape because most people, they hold their money for sometime upward of a year or for every transactions, and it's not that easy. So
so guys, by all means, if you have different companies, get different PayPal accounts for each company. Get a Stripe account for different companies. But by all means, click here or just go to groovepay.com, okay, and apply for a merchant account with us, and get a merchant account so you can load balance this stuff. If you don't understand what I'm saying, it's because you just haven't done the volume. If there's anybody that's done volume, they know what I'm saying right now, and they have tears to their eyes saying, oh my goodness, I will never have another problem again. Now, Matt, the reason why I asked you, what did you ask me to do today? You told me to do something, and I said to you, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it on the call.
Yeah. So eventually I said, look, everything, because Stripe is now loving us,
So
can you
tell me,
increase the amount of transaction we're going through
now you
Stripe
tell
so
me, how
that we
much
build a
business do
better
you want to give
relationship?
Stripe? How much business do you
Right?
want to give the GrooveKart account? How much?
Okay, so I'd like to run about 15% through, well, Group
15.
Digital is quite a bit cheaper, so,
Oh,
but
you
I
want to
want
do
to stay in that
more through
account,
here?
right? So,
Okay.
yeah, maybe 15 max.
Okay, 15, 15. So that's 30. That means I've only got 60% less. We'll have
Yeah,
all of the technology folks that'll do the math and not
maybe
let you do it.
70%, Mike. I
You want
don't know what happened
70?
to
Yeah,
remaining
yeah,
10
70. That's my bad
there.
math, right? Now, look, I'm going to show Matt something that he doesn't realize. Matt, I've
Yeah,
also set up a Stripe account for GroovePages. If you want to put that
nice.
in there and give that 5%, we can do that too. It's up to you. You just let me know. I'm going to leave it for now. Okay.
I'm happy
Let
with
me,
that. We'll keep
okay.
that one as a mega backup.
Now, this is one more thing, and don't worry if this is a little confusing. I'm basically saying, what is the rotation? For every 100 people that load a page, 15 are going to see this Stripe account, 15 process through my merchant account, 15 see this. And if they choose PayPal, they go to these different PayPal accounts that I have, right? Folks, what we've done so far is eliminate the fact that your business can go down overnight before a phone call. And before I ask you to type, this is cool, I want to show you one more thing. This is what we've called PayPal risk mitigation. Now, this will be coming out for April 15th or maybe sooner. And what does PayPal risk mitigation mean? What this means, this is a little bit different. All right, just reset for a second. I just want you to look at it this way. We've set up our PayPal accounts and our merchant accounts, but let's say you've only had one PayPal account. Okay, let's just say it looked like this. You only have one PayPal account. Now, normally, what's going to happen is every single time somebody comes to your checkout, it's going to say, do you want to pay with PayPal or credit card? And the customer will have a choice. What we can do with PayPal risk mitigation, Leslie Rohde, listen to this, you're going to love this, is we can say, what percentage of the time do you want PayPal to even show on the checkout page? So now I'll be able to go in and say, I only want to give my customers the option to even see PayPal 10% of the time, 30% of the time. Now, why would you do that? This is known as seasoning. In the past, you would have to go into your shopping cart, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. How much business did we give PayPal today? $3,000. Shut it off. Take the PayPal option off. Why are you doing this? Quote unquote, you want to stay off of PayPal's radar. So this has nothing to do with saying when they take PayPal, which PayPal account are we rotating? This is saying when a customer comes to the site, what percentage of customers even get to see PayPal? So you could set this to 50% of the time, 100% of the time, or 10% of the time, right? A brand new PayPal account, set this thing to 10%. Let it season your PayPal account. It's like warming up an email IP. Just give it a little bit of your business, 10% of your business for 4 months. It's a brand new PayPal account. Season it. You'll never get a phone call from PayPal. Then you move it to 20%, 30%, 50%, 6 months later, 100%. You've seasoned it. In fact, Unroop, if you're listening, I think we forgot if we were calling it PayPal risk mitigation or PayPal seasoning. We'll have to talk to you about that. Basically, this allows you to season a new PayPal account by saying, don't even show PayPal. Only show PayPal this percentage of the time. I spent a little bit of time here, folks. Now I'm going to ask you, did this all make sense? And is that cool? And do you feel comfortable being able to grow your business? Craig Dunn, you like PayPal seasoning better than PayPal risk mitigation. Okay, on Root, pay attention to that. We're going to have a discussion on PayPal seasoning because I think people get that right away. You're seasoning your PayPal account. You're basically saying, no, I want to take sales, but I just don't want PayPal showing every time, 20% of the time. And that way, if you do, $10,000 in a month, you got to remember, not everybody takes PayPal anyway. So normally 2,000 of that would be PayPal, but now you're saying, no, limit that. I only want to give them $1,000 this month or 500. Now you have that choice. So folks, what I'm going to
I
do,
saw 6 people use the word brilliant, Mike, from 6
I didn't
different
even
parts of the
read.
world.
Yeah, Michael Shaman Shamaya said that as well. Leslie Rosling, seasoning is better in my humble opinion. Thank you. Absolutely makes sense. Yes, PayPal insurance, right. You folks are getting it. PayPal risk mitigation sounds scary. PayPal seasoning is great. On Roop, you've heard it. We're going to change it to PayPal seasoning. I think people just get that right out of the gate. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to give PayPal my business right now. Not until we get not until we put in the PayPal commerce, where we can rotating merchant accounts gateways is a game changer. Our partner Matt now says, right? He knows it's there's nothing else out there that's thinking for you. This is by marketers for marketers, right? Okay, let's move on real quick. The rest of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. What is your sales page? Well, GroovePages. Your thank you page. Oh, well, look at this. This is interesting. We get a different thank you page for every price point. Remember, I had different price points. Why is that? Well, because the annual, you said people that pay annual get this free bonus, right? And so you need a thank you page that might be a little bit different, right? So you have a thank you trial, thank you lifetime, right? Because we're giving a different bonus to people that buy on different price points. Can you do that with your other shopping cart? I don't know. Not that easy. And your refund period simply asks, do you want to put a buffer before you allow commissions to go to affiliates and reporting? I say, yeah, 15 days. I could change that to 7, but basically what that says is I'm releasing all commissions into reporting after 30 days. No, wait a second. I want 15 days to handle the customer in case they, 12 days into it, they say, no, I'm sorry, this is not for me, but I've already paid my affiliate, right? This puts a buffer, right? Okay, next, checkout. This is pretty cool. You're going to notice all of these sub menus here on the checkout, right? We have the GrooveSell hosted checkout page. What is that? That looks like this. Let me just find my little page here. We're going to go to the pricing page and just click on the buy button right there. Okay, so this is a standard checkout. And if you'll notice, this has been tested by getting the lead data first. Okay, so if I put my information here, if there were more plans available, if I opted in my button, which I didn't show you, I'll show you later, to show people all of my price options here, I only want them to see this option. So I'm just going to put in my name here and my email, and guess what I just did? I've captured the person's email address. I've captured the person's email address that I can now use if they don't complete their purchase. I can set a tag and say, if I got their email, but a sale doesn't come in 30 minutes, send what is known as a cart abandoned follow-up sequence. And yes, since we integrate with all of the different providers out there, which I'm going to show you right here, because many of you were asking, what's going on with integrations, right? GrooveMail is coming for you on May 31st. Let's just call that June 1st, right? And let's look for the post that was made by John Garcia on this. Hey, hello, GrooveSell. So on January 15th, so next week, we're releasing Aweber, GetResponse, and Active Campaign. And then the following month is Campaign Monitor, Infusionsoft, GoToWebinar, Webinar Jam, EverWebinar, SendShark, SendLane, ConvertKit, and SendFox. And then following that is going to be the Zapier integration, okay? So that you can use anything. All right, so all of this stuff is coming in, and of course GrooveMail as well, which will handle your follow-up sequences. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, right? This is the test 4242. 4242, 4242, 4242. Now, oh, it's my phone number. Let's just put a phone number in here. My address, and now I've just captured the customer's information. I'm going to show you something on this if we want to even collect this. Let's take a look right here. I'm just going to go over to form fields just to show you. I'm collecting first name, last name, email, and country and state. You have to, but I've elected to collect their address, their city, and their phone. If I check the company and refresh that page, it'll say company, but take a look at this. I might need this. You can't do this with many other softwares out there. I know Kartra can't do this. I might need this. Store name, look at this. Just like that, I've added store name. That, if I refresh this, is gonna show up here. Why is that important? Well, I might have a software where I need to know what's your username or whatever. I wanna collect it at the checkout. That gets done just like that, folks. Okay, so let's just click this information here, continue to payment. I want to show you one other thing here too. Look at this. We see here referrer equals special offer. That's some affiliate that I must have clicked on their link. So what that means is you can always see if your affiliate links are tracking by clicking on your own link and saying, yep, my affiliate user ID is there. You can also tell customers, right? You've seen that before as an affiliate. You take a screenshot and you say, if you don't see my affiliate ID here, you won't get my bonus. So this is just a little gift that we've given to our affiliates to make sure that they can see that their affiliate link is actually showing up on checkout pages. You're probably wondering, what is this? CC2. What is that? That is a little code that is telling us that this is position number 2 of the credit card. If it said PP1, it'd be the first PayPal. So I know that CC2 was our authorized.net account, remember, that we just set to 70%. So if this said CC1, credit card 1, I know that that would have been our Stripe. And if it was CC3, I know that would have been the other Stripe account, right? So this is a way that we can see. Now, Leslie Rohde and other friends, pay attention to this. This is very, very important. Our technology, when the customer puts their credit card in and gets a decline, if it is declined, it will try to process it through every single credit card that you put in there. If you had 2 authorized.nets, 1 through NMI, and 3 Stripe accounts and 1 Braintree, it will try every single one if one of those things get declined, because sometimes the decline has nothing to do with the balance. We all know that, right? Sometimes gateways just say that was fraud, or we think it's fraud, so we're declining it. So you're going to make more money because we're going to try every one of your different accounts for you and process that payment. All right, so the customer now goes to continue to payment information. Right now they put their credit card in, and I'm not going to do that here. I think you get it, right? This right here, take a look at this. This agreed to terms of service. This is known as ROSCA compliance or legal. And some merchant account people want you to have a terms of service on every page, but you might say, well, I don't own GrooveSell. So how do I put my terms there? I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to close this just for right now. And I want to also show you, notice that this says this right here. What is this URL? This is a GrooveSell checkout URL. And why does it say GroovePages? Little hint, that's my username. Whatever your username, let's say your username was special offer, right? This would say specialoffer.groovesell.com. But maybe you don't want to brand us. Well, coming in April or sooner, you're just like in GroovePages, you're going to be able to choose a custom domain, and all of your checkout pages will be at your own website, and all of your affiliate links will be using your own website instead of ours. You'll have all of this other crap here, right? But you'll have your own site. So let's say your site, I always use a little joke, tinylittleshoes.com, that's your brand. Well, this would just say tinylittleshoes.com/checkout. Your affiliates would use tinylittleshoes.com. Now, why is that important? The most important reason for that, folks, is that Facebook bans affiliate links. You can't put JVZoo, Kartra, ClickBank, GrooveSell, and ClickBank links, not only in Facebook, especially Facebook ads, right? So now your affiliates will even be able to advertise because they won't know that it's an affiliate link. It won't get linked to a quote unquote affiliate network. Game-changing stuff here, folks. Closing this here. Moving on, because I noticed the time is really going. Spending a little too much time, but I just really wanted to show you this. So going back to the look and feel. Next here, this is coming soon. This is where you can design your own button to put on your WordPress blog or anywhere you want, any third-party site or even GroovePages. In fact, let's take a look at what this looks on GroovePages. This is coming soon. Embedding on your own pages. I'll get to these things. It just gives you more options with your checkout. Take a look at this. This is on Roop. Remember I showed you before how your subdomain looks? On Roop is our developer. He has his own account. That's his username. So what he did is he created a GroovePage site, dragged some blocks over, and then he put a button here, which is this button right here. It's called a pop-up on your own site, meaning the customer will never leave your page. And take a look at this. Your customer, when they go here, is going to see this. Whoops, just like, there we go. trying to scroll up like that so we can see that better. Okay, so the same thing that we just went through before, now they never leave your site. Your little brand logo goes here, the product that they're buying, the price, and everything else continues right through on your website, and they never leave your site. You're capturing their email, you're building your list, all that different stuff. Pretty cool. Moving on. Express checkout. This basically means one-click upsells, right? Do you want that? Cart abandonment. Do you want to add tags and all that different type of stuff and integrate into your third party, which is all coming. Custom CSS tracking. I'm not going to get too much into this. Anybody that's advanced, pay attention here. Basically, what you're doing right here is you're putting a tracking code on the checkout page. So when people go to that page, well, I don't have that page anymore. The checkout page hosted by GrooveSell, you can put tracking codes on that page too. No big deal, you get it. This is what we call the legal, where I just basically link to my site. Next is multi-languages, which we'll have soon. Right now it's just English. Exit pops, we're gonna have before the beta comes April 15th, when they go to leave the page, it's going to say wait. We'll have a pre-designed ones for you, and you'll be able to add testimonials onto the checkout page as well. We're going to have a testimonial designer. Moving on, order bumps. This will allow you to put when the people are checking out, a little box. You've seen that. Yes, add this for $9 a month, just an order bump as well. Next is fulfillment. Okay, so the fulfillment, you get a different. You have we had 5 different price points: trial, annual, $4.97, and lifetime. Basically, I said no access page. We're using our own thank you page, right? But GrooveSell will also have pre-generated thank you pages for the customer, that if you want to use that, okay? You're going to be able to upload your own PDFs if you want to deliver that, and when Groove membership is live. But we're also going to integrate with all of the Thinkific, Teachable, Kajabi's, A-Member, all those different membership site softwares as well by the time beta comes out. Now, this here is the funnel. Remember I said ClickFunnels or no funnel software really does the funnel. This is saying what happens post-transaction. After configure your thank you page after the customer buys. Now, I have to be careful because I'm working on a live site here right now, right? But if you notice, it normally defaults to this, the thank you page. And right here, I've already put that in here in the contents. It'll normally default here and say thank you page, or you can override that and say upsell page. And then you say, as you can see here, for the lifetime, my upsell is my lifetime upgrade, okay? And that was made in the page builder, right? I'm saying, oh, I already have a page. This is where I want them to go. So each price point, we say, where do we want to send the customer after they buy? Very, very simple. Okay, pay attention, advanced gurus, one more time here. Sometimes you're gonna have the same page for every price point because it doesn't matter. Every one of your pages basically just says thank you, right? So what you're noticing right here is our Facebook code. So what we can do is right in GrooveSell, we can add this code right here. I'm just gonna show you right here. This is I'm gonna go all the way to the end. And you're going to notice here it says value $1. And I'm going to go down to the bottom one here. You notice down here it says value $4.97. This is what tells Facebook what price point they purchased. Now, when you're using the same thank you page, your Facebook guy is going to be, oh, dude, I need a separate thank you page for every one of your price points. You're like, why? I don't get it. It's just a sale. No. I need to know, did they buy the $1,000 plan or the 3 payments of $4.97 or the $99 plan? Did they take the trial? And then you have to create all these different thank you pages and it messes up your funnels. We simply say, well, just put this code here. We'll create a temporary page for a billionth of a second, drop the pixel, and then redirect them to the real thank you page. So if that sounds over your head, don't worry. All I can tell you is your Facebook guy will absolutely love you for that. So do me a favor. We're just going to have a little fun here. VJ says, damn. So do me a favor. If that seemed confusing, say a little confusing to me. And if it made a little sense, say it made a little sense. And those of you out there that are doing marketing with Facebook, type in ninja if that made sense. Just want to see. We got it. Us geeks get it. hell no, kick ass, a little sense, ninja. Gotta watch the replay again. Aha, ninja, a little sense. Sounds amazing, very ninja. Clueless, Scott says. Won't say your last name, Scott. But you guys absolutely understand that when it's ready for you, it's there. Okay, next, some of the most powerful things that you've ever seen in an affiliate software. Number one, setting up your commissions. Okay, I set up my commissions for my dollar trial. I don't want to pay anything for the dollar trial, but for the recurring charges, I want to pay 40. Now, the monthly, I want to pay here. The annual, I want to pay like this. The 497 gets this pay plan, and the lifetime gets this pay plan. But let me show you something, folks. Pay attention again, everybody. If you've never seen this before, and I can promise you've never seen this before. Leslie, Rhodey, I'm keep calling you because I know you're doing different things. And what this is about creating what's known as a dynamic affiliate program that is going to excite your affiliates rather than just saying pay 40%. So the first thing I want you to notice right here is we have this thing that says for how many charges, how many of the next charges. Leave it blank. It means until eternity. So I'm going over to the trial here on purpose because what I want to do is I want to show you something. I can say something like this. I probably wouldn't, but I can probably say I'm going to change this from a percentage to a fixed amount. And I'm going to say if anybody sells a dollar trial, I'm going to give you $5 just for getting me a dollar trial. But here's the thing, guys. I may say, you know what? I'm getting commissions from AWeber that I promoted back in 2003, 2004. We can do a survey right now. I'm getting about $1,300 a month from them every month, maybe less, I forget. Do you think because I sent an email once that maybe they should have just paid me a nice fat commission? Do you think they should be paying me for the rest of time? If that was your software, would you want to have the option to maybe just change the commission plan to front load it maybe for the first year a little bit, but like, gosh, in 13 years, do you still want to be paying that person 40%? Type yes or no. It doesn't matter. There's no wrong answer. Or type question mark if you want flexibility to basically say, Mike, I'm interested. Show me a better way, right? No, maybe, question marks, laugh out loud, flexibility, forever is too long, right? Hey, folks, this is something that we even are considering for our software when we go $99 a month. Can we do something better that gets people excited, or we just pay them for the rest of time? Here's what we can do. We can say we're going to pay you $5 just for the dollar trial. Watch this. For the first 2 charges, I'm going to pay you 100% commission. But watch this. Oh, little plus sign. Interesting. What does that mean? For the next 10 charges, what did I just do? That's a year, right? The first 2 months, because this was a trial. And the next 10 months, I'm going to pay you 60% commission. And guess what? That's it. People say, oh, so you don't pay me for life? No, but here's the deal. I'm giving you $5 for every trial, even if they don't commit. And the first 2 payments at $99, that's all yours. And I'm paying you 60% commission. 60% commission for the next 10 months. But after that, the customer's mine. Or if, dude, I can just give you 40%, but not everybody lasts forever. Lifetime value of a customer is, 4 to 5 months. Oh no, you know what? Give me the 100%. Give me the 100%. I want 30%. I don't want the 30% so what I've just given you, and folks, if you notice here, I can say the first 2 payments are 100. Watch this. I could say the next 4 payments are 75%, right? And then I hit another plus, and then I could say the next 8 payments, whatever, right? That 4 and 2 is 6. So if I want to go the next 6 out of the year, I can then say 40%. And then I can say after that, I could just leave it blank. Remember, this leaves everything after. And then I can say, but I'm still going to take care of you. I'm going to pay you 10% for the rest of time. You'll always get paid. My point is here, I'm not telling you I made this up out of my head. What I want to show you is that you can create complex affiliate programs. This is known as front loading, getting the affiliate excited to get their money and then get them off the books. Do you think there are affiliates that promoted for me in 2009 that forgot my name, forgot I even existed? Imagine I'm still sending them $600 a month, right? I can tell you this. I've gotten checks that I said, hey, can we find out who are these people that are sending us $330 a month? We track them down because they have this parent company. We find out, oh, this is, I'm like, oh my goodness, we promoted that back in 2008. I sent an email for that. They're still sending us 180 a month. These people shouldn't be sending me money. I don't even know. I'm not even looking for it. Does everybody see how powerful front loading is? If you like that, type a yes in
Man,
here.
people are loving it already, Mike. You don't even need to ask. Did you see that?
Okay, and guys, we're gonna have more instructions for all of this stuff later. I promise, right? Let's just reset this back, so that, we don't start paying people 100% right here. Okay, and we pay 0 on the dollar trial, right? Okay, so, excuse me, next, commission overrides. What does that mean? Well, I'm paying here, lifetime, 40%, right? What if I want to pay an override for one of these? Well, let's take a look at my lifetime price point. Watch this, commission override. When I click, whoops, on lifetime, look at this. I've got 100% commission going to one guy here named Jeremy Gislason. Why? Because he said, Mike, you're doing so well on your upsell. Let me co-op your advertising with you. You pay me 100% commission on the front end. You keep the back end, and I will push the living hell out of this thing as long as you're offering the lifetime. Guess how many Jeremy sold for me so far? Over 100. And he's doing about 10 sales for us per day, right? I'm getting the back end, he's getting the upsell. My only point here that I'm trying to make to you is that I have the flexibility to cut deals. If Ty Lopez says, I'll mail for you, but I ain't doing 40%. I'll say, how about 50? Pay me 75. I go to my partners and say, guys, he wants 75%. Are you in? Does he want the back end? No. Or yes, whatever. Our prerogative, we set the commissions. Make sense? If that makes sense, type yes. We have the ability to just go in, and if I want to add another affiliate, right? I just go in and I type their name. I type Joe. I'm looking for Joe Jablonski. I click like that, and just like that, Joe gets added when I click add. I want to remove him. I click the trash. Okay. Next, custom landing pages. Okay. Many of you have already asked for this because I think you're getting the hint here. We have GroovePages, and all of your affiliate links are going to sorry, too late. I get that. Joe Jablonski is going to kill me. How many people are on this call? 153. Okay. Sorry, Joe. I apologize. Now, we have something called a secret backdoor. Okay. And the secret backdoor is I can click here and I can make it available to all affiliates, but we're not. I am manually adding affiliates that want to promote this. Manually adding, right? This is now known as what's called a private affiliate program for this particular page. The public page is available to who? All affiliates, because that's a normal affiliate program. My backdoor, right? Let me give you another examples of what I can do here. Tell me if this makes sense. I'm doing a webinar for all my affiliates. I'm going to call that webinar demo, like we're doing tonight, right? And what is that page? I go into GroovePages, I create a page, and I call it webinar-demo, right? Who's that available to? All affiliates. But now I want to create a webinar for, I'm going to use the name Leslie Rohde, right? So I'm going to just put here webinar. Let's just do this web-Leslie. He's one of the guys on the call, a good friend of mine. So now this is called, I make a new page. I clone my webinar page in GroovePages, but I call this one Webinar Leslie. I renamed the clone to Webinar Leslie. Why? Because I'm going to put his page on it. And Leslie says he's giving a bonus. He's going to, I don't know, give 6 months access to his software, right? So I don't want all my affiliates seeing this in their links when they log in and they see their affiliate links. I don't want that to happen. So what I do is I go here and I just type in Leslie Rohde, and now guess what? When my affiliates log in, let me see if this actually works. Let me just do this here. Well, just trust me. When the affiliates log in, none of them will see this additional affiliate program. Only Leslie does. So my point is here, you can add custom pages for webinars, download PDFs, any campaign you have. Hey, we're doing a demo video, a walkthrough, a short video, a Q&A, and you have different pages for your affiliates. Video product launch, right? Video 1, video 2, video 3, the VSL, the webinar replay, et cetera. These are called custom landing pages. So just like that. So I'm gonna click the little trash bar over here because these don't really exist, right? And right now my affiliates will actually see these until I delete it. And now JV affiliate information page. Let me show you one more thing. Okay, JV affiliate information page just basically says when we have our marketplace, or when your two-tier affiliate program, when you're setting up a JV brokers, your affiliates are going to get a link to promote your site, and they're also going to get a link to promote your affiliate program. You don't want them just coming up to the GrooveSell sign-up page that says this product pays 40%. You're saying that when your JV broker, the guy that's going out and he's getting you affiliates, when he's promoting, saying, hey guys, you want to sign up, it goes to a page that actually sells people on joining your affiliate program. Again, if this is a little bit too much, don't worry, we're gonna have all the videos that show this, but it's comprehensive. It walks you through this. And I know we're going late. We're gonna wrap up here. I wanna show you this last little thing right here. It's called proof. Okay, if you notice, when we go to groovepages.com or we go to groovekart.com, watch what happens here after, I think, 15 seconds, right? Oops, look at this. I'm paying a third-party company. There's Provely, there's Use Proof, and there's Use FOMO. Why am I paying for this? Well, gosh darn it, it increases conversions by 3%. It's called social proof. It literally says that real, actual people are actually buying this product. And I could set this to go off every 15 seconds. You can put it on opt-in pages. Let's just wait one more time, wait for the next one to show, and we'll see. There it goes. Abco S just made the switch to GroovePages 56 minutes ago, verified by Proofly. Would you guys not want to pay $39 a month? Would that be cool, right? Well, guess what? You simply go to the next step, and by April 15th, you're going to have a little thing that's going to ask you, which design do you like? Where do you want it to show? In the bottom left corner, bottom right corner, blah, blah, blah. How long in between do you want these to go? And do you want it to, re-loop, little things like that. You get it, right? And then we're going to give you a little code and say, put this on your page, but guess what? It'll automatically be integrated with GroovePages, and you don't have to pay $39 a month. Sound cool? Oh my God, wow, that's awesome. Got it, love it. All that type of stuff. And then when you're done, finish. Right now, you go and you put this little tracking code in the body section on your Groove page. Obviously, this will be integrated deep later, but you just go and paste that, and I could show you that, but you get it. It's like putting a tracking code. Why is this code important? Well, this is what tracks the affiliates, and this is what tells you right here how many unique impressions you got for the day and how many conversions were made and sales and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to show you now for about 5 minutes something here in the analytics. Again, this comes from the brain of the four of us that have been using other shopping carts and go, is there any way to get, no, can't do that. So here we go, watch this. I'm gonna click on, someone's been holding out on me, Leslie Rohde. Yeah, Leslie, I'm sorry. You're getting the demo now, you're seeing it. Okay. What we're doing, let's click 25 sales so we can see this here. All right, so this is our transactions, and what I'm going to do, folks, I'm just going to demo this section right here. I can move this stuff around how I want my reports, and it'll remember it. I can move the price point over here, but guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to move the email address out of the way because I don't want you seeing other people's emails. I want to protect their data just for a second. Sound fair, right? Well, now you see my affiliates emails. I don't know what's worse, right? So you know who's making sales for us, right? But either way, I think I can trust you folks not to go out and share the, look at my buyer's details. This is a this is a demo. Unfortunately, if I'm showing you live data, you're seeing the email. So please respect that. Okay. So these are our customers that are purchased. Now, I want you to notice something here. Leslie, did you buy? What's going on here? Look, on January 10th, Leslie Rohde is paying $99 for Leslie. You got the lifetime deal. Talk to me after this, buddy. You shouldn't be paying me $99 a month. We've got a better deal right now. Now, if you're noticing, this is green, this is blue, and this is white. Well, what is this? This is color coding the type of transaction that it was. White is a sale. Blue is a trial, a dollar trial, or my upsells are trials. That's why there's zero. There's no money that came in. It's just a trial. Or even if it was a dollar trial, I know that this is a trial, right? You can even see that in the price point, zero. Now, if you notice the green here, that shows me that it's a recurring payment. If it was the first time he paid me, it'd be white. So I can already know that this is recurring. We have other color codes. We have a pale yellow if it's a cancellation. We have a pink if it's a refund, and we have a hard red if it's a chargeback. So just by looking at this information, you don't have to go and look at the transaction and figure. Type yes in the chat if you've ever gotten a recurring payment like $99, and then you had no way to know, is this the 13th payment the customer made, or is this a new sale for the day? And you just wish you had a way of knowing if it was a new sale. Like, is this a new customer by looking at the transaction? Most software, people are putting yes, yes, yes in here. Right, well, guess what we do? Not only do we color code it, if it was a first sale, it's white. If it's green, it's a recurring. So no, it's not a new customer today. Watch what you can do over here. You side scroll over to the transaction ID and look at what we do here. In our transaction ID, we don't just give you a transaction ID. Let's open this up so we can see it more. We don't just give you a transaction ID that says this. The GS stands for GrooveSell, right? So that'll work in your QuickBooks and stuff. But look what we put. We put one here, the first payment, it's a trial. If it's not a trial and it's a payment, it says payment. If it's part of an installment program, it'll say INSTL-1, 2, 3, or 4. So you know which payment in the installment it is. So right here, I'm knowing that Leslie today, this is his first payment. If this was his 19th payment, it would say GS-payment-19. So just in the transaction ID, I'm going to have that data. Does that seem pretty cool? Edward says amazing. Cool admin. So let me just show you a couple of other things. One of the stuff that we all like, right? I just want to see, what are just my sales today, right? Well, I just click. Well, these are just new sales that came in today, right? Just sales. If I want to see what were the initial payments, which I know are my upsells, I click here. If I want to know what are just recurring payments that came in, well, those are known as rebills. Well, there you go. We've had 2 of those, right? And I can do all, or I can do a combination, but I'm not done yet. These are some ninja stuff. And here you're going to see something that shows bar graph or transactions. If I want to see the totals more than just this right here, I'll be able to click. There'll be like a drop down that'll say show transactional data or show the reports with bar graphs and sums and totals. Now, I can also do this. Check this out. These filters, if I start mucking all this stuff up, I just click reset and it resets the filters back to 0. Now look at this. I can see, if I just want to see which one of my products are selling, I don't want all the data. I just want to know, well, remember, we had different products, GroovePages, GrooveKart Free Page Review Trust, and Layerapp. I can say, I just want to know how GroovePages is doing. No, not just GroovePages. Let's tick that box and open up the tree. I want to know how GroovePages is doing, but how in my price points, I'm only concerned right now about the lifetime, but I also want to know about my upsell, right? And my upsell, let's collapse this for a second. My upsell here, whoops, sorry guys. Let me collapse this. My upsell is here called future products. I can even collapse that. The ones for just GrooveSell or all, I'm just going to click both of them like that. And it creates a tag for me. Right? I select out and I apply filters. And now look at this. I'm only getting sales for those particular products. It's taking out 99s and all those different things. But wait, there's more, right? I also want to know, have you ever wanted to know this in your software, but there's no way to do it? you don't want to see sales made by affiliates. You only want to see sales that you made, right? Maybe I'm interested, how did we perform today without our affiliates? Or that's where your Facebook and your own, non-referred traffic. I've simply go like this and watch. Instead of 25, there's there's less here. There's less transactions. As I go over here, there's no affiliates. But I could also say, well, what if I want to see only sales that were made by affiliates? How did my affiliates do today? Well, I just go like that, and we'll take a look over here. We see that we had 9 sales made by affiliates, and there we got these guys crushing it for us here like that. Okay, but even more, I might want to see, how is only this particular affiliate doing? So then I go here and I search the name, and I would just type in Jeremy like this. And I could also search another affiliate, but let's just say I only want to see how he's doing. Well, I apply filters, and there we go. Only that affiliate. Even more than that, I'm going to get rid of this stuff so that we just have more data. Okay, get rid of this. So that was, you got to click all. But check this out, advanced transaction filter. This is just me saying to my developer, can you add, no reports have ever done something like this. I want to see what are just first sales or trials, right? Because I only want to see, how did we do today with new customers? I just want to know that. So I click here. And this is just new sales. I don't want to know anything about recurring, people that have been with me for years. I just want to know, what was a first time sale, the blue or the upsells and stuff like that. I can also do this. I can say, no, I want to see how many people are have made a sale after the trial, right here. First sale after the trial, just like this. I'm going to click like that. And none in that today. But if I go last 30 days, change that, and I get this data. See? Now, I can also, on Roop, if you're paying attention, I just realized one more thing I want. Put in here one more drop down that says no failed sales after trials, right? So what the software is going to do, I just thought of this right now. It's going to tell me how many people made trials and either canceled, got a refund, or the billing failed. Boom, right there, just out of my mind, because I'm a marketer that thinks that way. I'm going to be able to say, wow, look at that, guys. Look at that. We had 47 sales and 31 of them failed. Maybe this dollar trial isn't working. Data. I made that up, right? Data tells you how to run your business. Okay, and then finally, the last one, hey, forget all that stuff. Let's just see, how are my rebills doing? Let's just see, how did we do today with just rebills? Just rebills. And then you apply that filter, and then you can see, okay, these are people that have bought, not today, these months ago, weeks ago, whatever, and have rebuilt. How did that business look today? Okay, so last thing, type in here, is that some pretty cool data that just gives you some intelligence, right? And again, there'll be a little drop down right here that's going to say, show this as a as transactions or a report. I'm getting all my sums and totals here. You ever had like a list of transactions and you said, oh man, it's telling me how many here. I just wish it would tell me, like, what did this add up to? And you got to copy all this data, right? Put it into a spreadsheet and hit add. Well, duh, we just give you that right here. And you don't want to see the transactions, you'll have a drop down that says bar graph, and it'll show you the bar graph. So is this next level, VJ says. Leslie, you're supposed to have changed that. So you guys like this, okay? We're getting tons of accolades. It's already 10 o'clock, and we've got to get over to GroovePages. But there's going to be more to come. Just not stuff I can show you right now, but you're going to be seeing the same type of reporting. Imagine when you want to go and you want to see your affiliate reports are going to clone exactly what we just said. And yes, guess what we're doing? We're allowing affiliates to see the customer data. If you made the sale as the affiliate, you're going to see the exact same reports as it pertains to you, so you can export the data and take those emails and add it to your own autoresponder. In fact, you'll even be able to do that as you set it up. The vendor will say, allow affiliates to see email. It'll be the vendor. We got to give them that. They may not want to share their data. We have to give them that. But you'll even be able to have that automatically added into your GrooveMail or your Aweber or your MailChimp account, even as an affiliate. Is that cool? Have you ever seen that before? No, of course not, right? But so let's move on. Let's go over to GroovePages and then start this FAQ. So what I want to let you know here, there's not a ton going on in GroovePages that I can tell you, other than, if you remember when I demoed this thing last time, I was asking for forgiveness and saying, Finn, can you make a note of that? That needs to be fixed, that needs to be fixed, that needs to be fixed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So right now, we're focusing mainly on getting some of the bugs out and making the user interface easier. In terms of this, what do you call it here? Text editor. We're going to be moving this bar thing up here up to the top and getting rid of the white line so you can just inline edit a lot easier. A couple of other things is, after using this myself, I realized this is all great, being able to do all of this stuff. But what we're doing for every single element that will be coming by the time we're out of beta is you're going to see another thing up here, like these things here, that is going to be known as quick styles. And what that's going to mean is you can just like edit the text color and the padding and little things like that really quick. You go into a button, you'll have a quick style that just says enter text, make it round, make it square, and change the color and add a shadow, just like quick. And then you want to go ninja and change the text font inside there and all that stuff. Because what I realized is the simplicity of Free Page Builder and some other platforms where you could just, you weren't able to do all these things, so it didn't have power, but you had one pane to just say font, color, size, and you were done. Here you have to click this, do this, and we realized, let's give them the best of both worlds. Nobody gives you the full styling of these different things. So I'm not here to do a demo of that. There is a full demo video that exists about that. Some of the things I want to let you know is that we're going to be adding, when you see adding a page, we're going to be redoing this interface. This is where you're going to see your not only templates, that exist, you're going to see your funnels. And funnels are what, right? We're going to redesign what funnels are. Funnels are sets of pages. Since ClickFunnels doesn't have a way for you to sell products and do an affiliate anywhere near what we have with GrooveSell, they try to make it look like ClickFunnels says this page, but it just doesn't. It's literally a set of payments, so pages. So we're going to have that as well. You're going to see this particular funnel has 6 different pages in it. You'll add it, and then once you load it in, those pages will show up. Either this says will be in the navigation, and this says these are pages in the funnels, and then you can move them visually. But remember, GrooveSell and your web forms and your links say where the next page goes in the funnel. Okay, so. We've already said what's going on with the integrations, right? You'll be able to see here in integrations that when you set up, right now we have MailChimp and setting up a web form manually, and I just read to you earlier. Yes, everybody, there'll be a replay, all that stuff, and you can go into the Facebook group. I'm not going to do that now. Actually, I can. We have it right here. January 15th, next week, Aweber Get Response active campaign on top of MailChimp. Then these will be the end of next month. And then, Zapier will follow right after that, okay? And if you have any other requests for other things, go to feedback.grooveapps.com. We might later change that for feedback.groovefunnels.com. But at that point, you let us know at the feedback site, which looks like this. You can put in any request that you want or report a bug, and we then move those cards around, and then you can see what is planned. So you can come in and see, ooh, that's cool, that's planned, and you can vote these things up. We plan things based on your feedback. Then you can see what's in progress, and then you can see what's complete. Anytime you want to see what's the latest update, come here. All right, that's at feedback.grooveapps.com. So what can you expect coming up by beta? We'll have shared funnels for you, Matt. Now, so you can remind me if the split testing is coming right after April 15th, or if that's going to make it, I forget. But sharing funnels, different things like that. But the major thing that is coming, folks, is funnels. You will have. By the way, who designed this particular page? The guy that does our funnels. In fact, we even have this thing right here. This is a web page that's going to be used for GroovePages. We're going to be releasing this to you with some lorem ipsum. You're going to have pages that look like this that you can just jump in and just change the headlines, right? So we have a beautiful state-of-the-art designer that's going to have the pre-made funnels for you. Right now, remember, you still have the blocks. You can use the premium design blocks and just build the blocks over for you. And obviously the wireframes, which are very, very easy to change the colors. Just so that you know, this entire page was actually built using the wireframes, and then we changed the colors and added those, different things like that. What else did I want to let you know? Oh, we're doing some other things with the elements, right? Things like buttons. You're not just going to have button, right? You're going to have different color buttons, you'll have your choice of preset round countdown timers in red, green, and blue, buttons that are square, buttons that are round, buttons that are hollow in different colors, and you'll drag them over. So there will be more options for you. Our goal for GrooveFunnels, and especially GroovePages here, is that you find everything you need first in the funnel, and then having all the blocks that you want. We're going to have tons of blocks. We're just going to be designing them for years. They'll be tagged so you can do search for them, and all the different features. You'll have dozens and dozens of blocks, and we're going to have more categories here as well. This is just going to keep going and going and going. And then if you don't find the block that you want, or if you need something in the block, then you can add an element here. And if you take a look at just here in the terms of the blocks, look at this, like empty blocks. We've added, this is new, folks, this is new. We used to only have them where they were even. You can now add a block where it's uneven, where you have more of an image here and copy here, or vice versa. So you could see two different ones. Well, this is like a 60-20-20, right? This is 25-75, 75-25, all these different pre-made block layouts just to get started. And then you could drag any element you want. So again, our goal is to first have all the funnels that you need, then all the blocks that you need, and then all of the elements that you need pre-designed, that you never even have to go over here. And then if you want to, this is because you want to change the font, make it a little bit bigger. Let me show you just 5 more minutes on something that I just want to let everybody know. Some people are a little bit confused about the difference between this, and then I'm going to let you know that we're combining these things into one. That'll be ready for you for the beta. And what this means apply styles to. All right, so let's just forget about this for a second. This is simply a preview, okay? What it looks like on a desktop, what it's going to look like on somebody's laptop, what it's going to look like on somebody's iPad, and what it's going to look like on an iPhone or a mobile device or an Android device. Okay, so here's the important thing that I want you to understand. And I'm going to use this as an example. I'm going to take this premium alert bar, for instance, and I'm just going to drag this over here. Okay, and if you see that on a desktop, I might want this text to be over here. So what I've got to do is I've got to select desktop, and this means only apply to desktop. I might take this particular font and move the size to small, or let's say base. This is the way that it's supposed to look, right? But on a mobile device, let's see how it looks. I have to click mobile, but I have to click apply styles here. Now it's on the mobile. Let's just say on the mobile, it looks like this, right? See, it's a little bit too big. So in the mobile view, you click on that headline, you make sure that you're highlighted in mobile. And now what you do is you say only on mobile, because this is here, you say, I want this to be a little bit smaller, and then you have like this. And so what I want you to understand is that you can see how something is going to look on an iPad or whatever the case is, and you can actually change the view for each different particular one like this. Okay, so I'm going a little fast here. We're gonna have a full demo video on this, but the whole point I'm explaining to you this is because of this. This is an initiative, and it's happened, folks. It's called mobile first indexing. This is done deal, 100%. This is how Google crawls websites. You can Google this, and you can see an article here right in the first result of Google, and it says Google announced. And if you hover over the word announce, you'll actually see the official declaration by Google on Wednesday, December 19th of 2018. They said when it was going to go into effect, and it went into effect, and it's called mobile first indexing. Okay, and what that means is Google is going to index your site based on how the site looks for mobile devices. So we are the only web page builder in the world that is set up to give your sites mobile first web indexing, that you can just see it just right here, and you can actually see how your pages are going to look in Google. Now, we have some cool things that are going to be coming for you in beta. Now, some of you may notice something. I'll give you an example where here you have the text above the image, and then here you have the image above the text. Well, why? That's because over here we have the image above the text. It's called left right. It looks good. There are some ways that we're not going to go over right now, but just to let you know that, first of all, we're going to make it easier. You're going to be able to change the hierarchy of how this looks, but only on mobile, so it doesn't mess it up on your other one. Right now, you can simply do that by saying hidden here and blocks and all these different things. A little bit, we're making it easy so you don't even have to go in here. But what I wanted you to know is that when you're working on your websites, I want you to just look at it like you're creating 4 web pages, okay? So let's reset everything I've just said for a minute. I want you to remember that you're creating your website to look, how is it gonna look on 4 different websites? Other builders, they don't have it the way that we do, where you can change it just for every one of these 4. So what you wanna do is first, go into the preview, right? You can do the apply styles here, right? But why would you want to do that without actually previewing it? As I told you, we're merging these two, so you're not going to have to click both. So first preview it, and if you don't like the way that it looks, you click on apply only to mobile, and then dress it up like this. And then, I know it's a little tedious, right? But nobody else can let you do this. You say, now, let's see how this looks in tablet on an iPad. Looks pretty good. This doesn't look good right here. We had a line break. And then I would go in here onto the text, and I would make this text a little bit smaller, right? And I would change the font size a little bit, right? In there, so that it doesn't wrap, okay? Only in the on mobile, if that makes sense. Then I say, let's see how this looks on a laptop. Okay, all this looks good. You know what? This button, that's a nice small button for a mobile device, but let's crank this thing up bigger on a laptop. And then we go to a desktop, and we do the same thing, and we say, let's see how this looks on a desktop. And that's what you're seeing here, folks. We can let you look perfect on every single device. And yes, you'll be able to, you can say, hide this entire block, or hide this entire, just this element on a mobile device. One thing we're gonna be adding here as well, we're gonna be able to let you make, right now you can save a page as a template, right? So that you can reuse it, but we're also gonna allow you to take any block. We're gonna have a heart here, and you're gonna be able to save that block as a favorite, and then it's gonna show up here, and you're gonna have something called favorites, and then you can just reuse it, so you don't have to keep restyling it. Just some of the things that are coming. I'm gonna close this because this is actually our live site. I don't wanna change anything here. And now here's the very, very last thing that I wanna talk about, and then we're gonna go to QA. Very sorry, folks. You know me, I get excited and we run a little bit long. But this is what I want to show you. I'm going to take the GroovePages website, and let's take this secret backdoor. And I see a lot of you have asked, how do we become an affiliate? You got to email joe@groovekart.com if you want to be able to promote the secret backdoor. Right now, we've got that closed. So you email joe@groovekart.com, and he'll talk to you. He'll get back. He's bringing his son to college. He's not even on the call. Very tender day over there. They're taking their little 17-year-old Zach over to college, and his first day in the dorms, and they're all crying. The baby left the nest days, one of those things. So Joe's not on the call, but email him, and he'll set you up if you want to promote this backdoor. But here's the point that I'm making right here. If you go to a ClickFunnels page, I want you to do this. I want you to take your ClickFunnels page, and I want you to go in, and I want you to type .html, and then see what happens. Now I'm going to do it for us, and watch what happens when I do this. What this means, folks, is that this particular page is an HTML page that's living on a server. This page already exists in the universe, okay? And it's been deployed through Cloudflare, through our Google buckets or Amazon, I forget whichever one it is, to a specific bucket for you on every single cloud that around the world as a .html page. And what does that mean, Mike? What are you saying? What that means is this is the file. This is the file that exists out there. Now, if you want to know what this means, this is known as a text file. That means that everything that loads on this page, including the style sheets, loads, and I'm going to use this word jokingly, instantly. It is loading a text file. Your page loads in an instant, literally milliseconds. It doesn't matter how large your page is, you're loading characters. Your page, if you notice in GroovePages, has something, not just save. When you do work and you change something, you could click save. It doesn't change it on the web. You can't do that with ClickFunnels. You're working for an hour and you've got a couple of things. If you hit save, your page just went live. And meanwhile, you've got typos, but you want to save your work. Oh, what a dilemma. I've been working for 3 hours, but I don't want people seeing the changes. Do you save your work? Or do you put it live and have all lorem ipsum on your site? Well, with us, you can save your work. And on top of that, you've got your revisions here that we're constantly saving for you that you can preview and update if you don't like the changes you made. But notice we also have a publish button. And our publish means we literally put an HTML page on a website for you. And now we don't use the HTML because modern day pages look better without them, but know very, very well that your site is listed out there. If GroovePages went down, your site still loads. We published it to Google or to Amazon, wherever, where our servers, I forget where we're using it. You have an actual page. Now, what is ClickFunnels doing? ClickFunnels is doing this. I'm going to refresh this here for you. Watch. ClickFunnels is doing this. Oh, loading the database, doing a call and saying what has to be loaded on the page. That is known as a database call. So when you load a page with the other builders, it is literally calling your page and then drawing it out saying load text, this is an element, button, everything is a database call. Just like you saw there, it's calling ClickFunnels database. And guess what happens? ClickFunnels has a lot of users on the busy times of the day when there's a lot of website traffic because Ty Lopez and Grant Cardone are doing a launch. It's stress on their servers and it affects your page loads. With us, your page is already existing on an HTML. It doesn't matter what Grant Cardone is doing. Your page just loads from Amazon. Amazon is never going to say, well, because Grant Cardone, yeah, even though we service Netflix and all of their service through Amazon, hey, Grant Cardone's doing a launch, it's going to slow your pages. No, your pages are always going to load faster than any other technology out there in the world, and we're mobile first and all this blah, 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 blah. That's where I'm going to leave this. I know I've left out a lot of different stuff. There's not a lot of exciting stuff to show you right now because we're focusing on making the builder better. And as I said, we're building funnels for you. So I'm going to go to the team. Donna and Matt Serralta, is there anything that you guys wanted to just say to me, Mike, hey, before you get to the Q&A? And we're going to jump to the Q&A. And folks, I'm going to say this. You got 30 seconds. I'm just my joke. I'm going to give you 1 minute to get your questions in. And Donna, at 10:25, no more questions, please. We have to let everybody go.
And I gotta admire, Mike, 2.5 hours. I can imagine how difficult it is to do what you did.
Yeah,
Congrats.
let me take a little sip.
Very nice presentation. I hope we're going to get a nice round of applause.
Okay, folks, so far, you like what you see? You guys excited? You guys got faith in us? There's some good stuff coming. All right, Mike and friends, you guys are so generous. This is so exciting. Someone we know but won't use his name is going to, not even going to read the rest of that. Thanks for the vote of confidence about kicking butts. All right, yes, excited. Oh my God, 100%. Yes, very exciting, folks. I know it's late. Let's get to these questions. With your permission, everybody, do I have permission to immediately go into speed round? Spend no more than 1 minute on every question. Does that sound good? Yes, sure. Okay. So my pace is going to go up. My tempo is going to go up, and let's jump right in. Let's see how many questions we have on this sheet. We have, 4 pages of questions and about 5 questions per page. 20 questions is not the end of the day. I think we did a pretty good job. We told you that yes, if it's out there and exists in another software, it will be here with us. You guys are concerned, okay, then when? What are the timelines? And remember, there's a replay for this, and it's going to be posted here in Facebook tomorrow. It's going to be a little late when we get out of here. I'm going to just get this thing up there tomorrow in the Facebook group, and we'll pin it up. Okay, could GrooveKart Studio build unlimited sites with features? We are going to be retiring GrooveKart Studio. And we're gonna now it's going to be GroovePages for GrooveKart, because it's just going to be better. Now, for those of you that loved GrooveKart Studio, well, don't worry. We have freepagebuilder.com. We're going to be opening that up in February when I get back from the cruise, and you guys can just go to Free Page Builder. The only thing is at freepagebuilder.com, you don't get to use custom domains. But if you're a GrooveKart user, you get a free pro account. So we're basically moving GrooveKart Studio over to Free Page Builder. And with your pro account, you can build unlimited sites on unlimited domains. Yay! So you get the best of both worlds. Okay, next, until GrooveMember is ready, how can we integrate Kartra to deliver our content? Okay. Donna's note, could our developers do an integration that use Kartra API for this? So what you're saying is you have a membership over at Kartra, but you like our page builder and selling products better. I feel your pain. I feel your pain, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to see if Kartra's API allows, and Donna seems to think, because she's very familiar with Kartra, just as I am, and we will put that on the list. So go to feedback.grooveapps.com, put this in, and then all of you folks go support this person if this is important to you and vote it up. But yes, so we weren't going to integrate with Kartra Mail. I just don't know why we should. We're going to have Groove Mail. But I get it, we don't have it yet, and that's where you mail. So I'm going to talk with Matt Nouse and give you Kartra Mail. I think we looked at it the wrong way. We were like, well, people don't need Kartra if they have us, but we understand some of you have it and you see that this is going to be better, but right now that's where your list is. And until we have Groove Mail, yeah, I get it. So we're going to add Kartra to the list of different email integrations, as much as it kills my spirit to do that. Jokingly, folks, jokingly. God bless them. All right. Can you integrate SyncSpider, SendGrid, Wicket reports, etc.? Okay, folks, what you got to do, please go to feedback.grooveapps.com. It's not a cop-out at all, right? There are so many different things. We have to know what the community wants. Well, we get to this eventually. We'll probably, run out of things to add. Hopefully, in 3 years, we'll go to you and say, what do you want next, and we'll clear out that board. But what do we do first? Community's got to vote, and unfortunately, sometimes it's a ninja thing that one person needs, but there's everybody else that really wants us to get to quote unquote wicked reports before SyncSpider. So we got to hear from you. SendGrid, yes. So understand, when we do Groove Mail, we're going to give you an option. We're going to be doing mail at deliverability that actually, I got to say that some other people are out there, but we're going to be as good or on par as the best or better. Okay, we're working with an incredible company on the back end. However, some of you may say, Mike, I just don't want to be in a shared IP with everybody else. Can I integrate my SendGrid? Yes, we're going to allow you to mail through SendGrid, Mailgun, smtp.com, and a couple of them. You're going to go into integrations, add your own account, just like you do Stripe and PayPal. Add your own SendGrid if you want. If you're like, I've got my own IP and I just want to be on my own, yeah, we'll do that for you. Next, will one of the suite of products allow me to collect sales tax from purchases and provide monthly reports for tax reporting purposes? Yes, and that will not be ready by April 15th. On Roop, it's on the list. If I'm wrong and you think you're going to have sales tax collection ready by April 15th and you're still on the call, please send me a Skype. And if not, we're going to call that phase 2. And what phase 2 means is probably next quarter. All right, following that, meaning summer. Okay, but these things are on the list. Great question. Will blog functionality allow for multiple authors or people to be able to log in to post? So we've got 2 different questions we want to answer. First, let's go with the obvious that some of you saying, what? Blogging? In case you missed it, we're going to have GrooveBlog, right? And that's going to be part of GroovePages, and or we might just add it here. We're not sure, right? And it's basically, it's going to publish a page and allow you to drag and drop some elements on Roop. Says to me, I will see that once on how to do taxes so they can do the reports for QuickBooks and stuff, and we'll confirm. Thank you. All right, back to GrooveBlog. Matt, GrooveBlog we have scheduled for quote unquote second quarter into third, right? Meaning summer. And Matt Nouse is having really bad connections right now. He's at family's house, sort of in the middle of nowhere on vacation. And Matt says correct. So, okay, so guys, we want to get to beta April 15th and then go, phew, all right, look at this kick-ass builder with all these funnel pages. Moving on. Let's now get that. You know, if we didn't get the sharing funnels, it'll come next, but I believe that's April 15th. But if not, that'll be summer. Split testing and things like GrooveBlog will be in the summer. And so we want to get you away from WordPress. Okay, one other thing, ding, 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 ding. One other thing, Jim Kramer over here interrupting. What is really, really cool that I didn't mention on this call, have said before, it's not even in the video that you purchased. We have built this entire thing out as what is known as API based. What that means is I want you to consider GroovePages and GrooveSell and Webinar Groove and GrooveMail as WordPress, okay? And also an iPhone or Shopify. So what that means is we've opened up an SDK. We are going to allow other people to develop for us to do one of three things: create an app and give it away for free, or let's say one of four things: create an app and give it away for free as a freemium, and then upgrade people where they pay through our payment system and we get 30% and you get 70%, like an app store, right? You're a developer. Number two, you will be, or number three, right? Because one was free, number two was freemium with an upgrade. Number three is you can just create it just to sell, right? Just go out there and create something to sell out there. And number four, finally, create something private. You don't have to constantly come up to us and say, can you guys develop this? Can you guys develop this? You just tell your developer, open up our SDK, open up our API. You want to do something that we don't do and we said it's going to be 6 months, go develop it. Make it private and it'll show up right here on your sidebar. It'll just show up right here for you. You want to put a pop-up. Let me give you some examples. Right now, go out somebody, and this is going to be a race, go out and register the domain Groove Timers or Groove Countdown Timers or Countdown Groove, right? What idea did I just give you? Our team is going to have 12 countdown timers, right? And they're going to do what our countdown timers do, which is this. Let me go to my countdown timer. Let me see here. Whatever. When you put your settings for your countdown timer, right? Let me just reload this and just see why that didn't load. That should have loaded. Of course it loads because I'm using it. Let's go to here. Click on this. 1, 2. Yep. Not sure. I apologize, guys. This should be showing where I set my countdown timer. But anyway. Let's say that we say when a countdown timer ends, do this and do that. And you're like, hey, is there any way that you could hide one block when the countdown timer ends so this block disappears and a new block comes up? And we say, yeah, but that's coming in 3 months. And you say, you know what? Not only do I want it to do that, and you come up with this idea of all these different things. You've created Groove Countdown Timer. It's going to be in the marketplace and you could sell it. I'll give you another example. A company like Opt-in Monster. They may say, okay, they have some basic pop-up features and things like that, but we're going to create like, you know, these different types of pop-ups, right, that allow you to stay on the same page. Like I might say to Matt now, hey Matt, is there any way that we can do a pop-up that after they opt in, you know, they stay on the same page and it just closes the pop-up or something? And that, by the way, we might be able to do that. I'm just giving you an example. You go and you look at Shopify or WordPress, how many different plugins are there out there for tracking and analytics and video, whatever? You want to beat us to the punch? and create groovy video and have something show up, and maybe you're going to do a better job of doing, we're going to do the basics of Wistia. Maybe you want to go nuts with 19 video skins and do these weird things that when you scroll, it stays on the page, and well, go for it. Go create groovy video and sell it for $9 a month, or give it away for free, or whatever. And you're going to be able to build up. I think you know where I'm going. We're releasing an API. It's going to allow you to develop for yourself or to sell. And why is that big? Before you guys get upset and say, oh, well, then we're going to have to pay more money for different things. Yeah, I get that. And I didn't mean to put a whiny voice, right? I apologize. What I'm wanting to show you is, are you happier with your Android or your iOS, your Apple, your smartphone, because there's an app marketplace, or not, right? Would you want Apple to be would you want to be beholden to Apple to create all of those different apps that you have, or are you happy that there's an app marketplace? Well, of course the answer is yes. You have choice, right? And we're not basically saying that's it, we're stopping development. We're saying we're going to put as much money as we can on top of this, but getting more developers, into a marketplace. What else are you going to be able to do? You're going to be able to design themes and funnels and sell your pre-made funnels and all these different things. Okay, let me give you another cool thing that's going to be happening. Remember, we told you that you're going to have share funnels so that you can go out there and say, hey folks, we've done $6,000 a month on Facebook, and I'm going to teach you my Facebook marketing strategy. And it's only because of these particular pages that we use, that we designed with GroovePages. Now, when you buy my $497 Facebook course, you're going to be able to get my secret funnel pages. And then you just give them a link and it imports into their account. How about this? Wouldn't it be cool if you can go into GrooveSell, right? You can go into GrooveSell. Just bear with me a minute here. And you can then go like this, like a Google Doc. I want you to imagine this as a Google Doc. And you'll see something right here that says share product funnel. And you give a link to somebody, and in their GrooveSell account, the exact setup of configurations was just created for them. The only thing that doesn't get transported over are the Facebook tracking pixels and the merchant account gateways, right? Or maybe the person checks a box. Yes, I want them to process, I'll do the processing. Here's what I want you to, I just want your brain to explode. Remember the explosion of white label products, master label products. Okay, Matt, you got to sign off shortly. I get it. White label products, PLR products, resale rights products. Imagine you were to go out and create an entire done-for-you funnel. You've created the product and the ebook. You've created the thank you pages for everybody, right? Which would be your thank you page, right? But not only that, you've created the upsell configurations in GrooveSell. What have you just done? You've turned it, this is what's known, folks, as just add water. You tell people, I've created the product for you, the funnel, and the technology. All you do is click this link and it imports everything. All you need to do is add your PayPal account and you're ready to go and take my Facebook advertising course, and I'm going to show you how I'm doing X amount per month. Okay, you get that? Have you ever seen any other technology allow you to be able to share the setup of a product like that? That's just really, really cool. Okay, back to this. I'm getting off track, and because I'm excited, and even my partners need to get going. So let's find this page here. Did I close that? I may have closed that. Let me go over to my Donna here has given me the link, and I just got to reopen that document. Okay, sorry folks, I think I closed that page. I apologize. All right, so we were talking about the group blog. That was part one. Look where I went with it, right? But the reason why I said that is you'll be able to also develop for GrooveBlog as well. All these cool different things about blogs, you'll be able to have developers developing different things for you as well. How do I close this? Okay, next. You wanted to know, can you have different members? Yes, inside of GroovePages, we are going to have in your settings, you're going to be able to add team members and give them different permissions and what they can do inside of GrooveSell. Can they do a refund? Can they see reports in GroovePages? Can they view a page? Can they delete a page? All that type of stuff. You'll be able to give permissions, and in GrooveBlog, you'll be able to add unlimited members. Now, when we go $99 a month, we may say you get one person, and for $149 you get 3, and for $199 you get unlimited, right? For you folks that are getting the unlimited, it'll always be, you know, the unlimited and all that good stuff, okay? So you don't have to worry about, you know, those different upsells coming. All right, next, going back to the questions. A lot of people with similar questions, Donna is telling me here, are we able to sell GroovePages as an affiliate? How do I become an affiliate? Can you go over the JV affiliate program? Should we stop promoting it until it goes live, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so folks, step 1, go to groovejv.com, groovejv.com. If you don't own Groove pages already, but if you do, don't worry, you don't even have to sign up. Guess what? Little secret hint for you. I'm going to just exit this here. You're already an affiliate, because with GrooveSell, we have the ability to say, if somebody buys this product or if somebody opts in on this form, then instantly make an affiliate. That's called butterfly marketing, folks. I can't even tell you. I don't even want to go into the story. Couldn't get it done in my previous company. They wanted people to fill out the affiliate agreement first. I said, well, make them an instant affiliate, send them an email, and when they click the email, make them sign. No. And I was like, this is butterfly marketing. Being able to turn a customer into an affiliate is one of the most powerful marketing things that you can do. So guess what, folks? You may not even know this. When you log in, click right here, and you're going to see Groove Partner Program. Don't worry, you're already an affiliate. You just click right here, and it logs you right into your dashboard, and you're going to get your links. Just like that. You're an affiliate. Yay. Now, the only thing is, your poor little affiliate link, it's not going to work. Okay. It says sorry, too late. So what you've got to do is you got to email Joe at groovekart.com and tell him to upgrade you to the secret backdoor, right? I don't know. I may just make all affiliate links go to the secret backdoor, but we'll figure that out, right? We're making it a private affiliate program right now. That's our choice. But right now, you are an affiliate. You go here, click on Groove Partner Program. When you do that, you get your link, but you won't see it. So you got to email Joe at groovekart.com. And what you're going to see is another link that shows up here when he approves you that says secret backdoor, and you'll get that link. So unless you're seeing that, you can't promote until Joe approves you. Sorry, Joe Jablonski, lots of work for you. Next question. And thank you for wanting to become an affiliate. Can powered by GrooveSell be turned off? So the quick answer is no, because if you look at any shopping cart out there, they all say it. They all say it. However, what we are going to do is have your affiliate link embedded into that, because we already know that you're an affiliate. So in your emails that go out, that when you're doing stuff like everybody else, this is powered by Aweber and all that different stuff, it will have your affiliate link. Now, however, your website pages that look like this do not say powered by GroovePages. We're going to have something that by April 15th that is going to be in your setting of your website, or not website, particular page, that is going to allow you to put a little black bar at the bottom, just kind of like you see this white bar right here, that's going to say powered by GroovePages or GrooveFunnels, and that will have your affiliate link there as well. But all the shopping cart pages out there say powered by. Now, let's do this, okay? If you don't want that, then don't worry. What you will do is one of a couple of different things. Number one, you can use that button that looks, I think I closed that page before, but remember the button that just opened it? You can do that. And then the other thing that you can do, this is going to take me a little while. You're just going to have to take my word for it. Do you remember when we were going through the product, right? And one of the options here in the product in checkout, let's see, checkout is not that far. I think it's only 4 in, so we'll hit save and next and just go over to that, okay? So one of the options that you're going to have right here, if you want to take out the powered by GrooveSell in the checkout, will be this. You will go to the checkout, look and feel, type, you will click your own design, and we're going to give you raw code, like an old school opt-in form, and you just embed it, you dress it with your own CSS, and you can just do that. Now remember, you can also do this with GroovePages. You can also go like this. You're going to have pre-made checkout designs as well, but right now we do have these checkout forms like this, and what you'll do is you'll drag over and put it where you want, and then you're going to click here, and then you're going to go to functionality, and by April 15th, one of the options is going to be GrooveSell product, and you're going to click it, but that checkout page will say powered by GrooveSell. If you don't want that, what you're then going to have to do instead is you will go here to elements, go to custom embed, and you will drag a custom embed right here. You will then delete this, and you will then paste the code in that we gave you, and that will not be powered by GrooveSell. All right, that's just raw code, okay? And so if that's something you don't want, you can do it that way. So, all right, moving on. Will we have pre-made funnels for local business niches like chiropractors, plumbers, etc., roofers? Not right away, but number one, we're going to be having a marketplace where other people can make them. But I will tell you this, part of what GroovePages will be doing, not just funnels, we're going to pre-made websites for real estate, for for plumbing and heating, service businesses, nail salons, different things like that. What is the only ingredient that makes that difficult is time, right? We are not looking to go out and buy these themes over at Theme Forest and then reskin them. We're making them. They're going to be proprietary. They're going to be gorgeous, right? All right, so during the most recent launch, you had something like 7 apps listed that are supposed to be launched now and through 2021. Sounds great. And it also seems really ambitious. Is that schedule realistic, Dave? Dave, great question. And I think I addressed the fact of our ambitions by the amount of money that we've raised with you folks, and that we are not taking distributions in this company. If you believe it or not, you'd be very, very surprised at what our salaries are. It's a comfortable living, but it is nothing like what you would think, because we're all comfortable right now. So we don't need to take the distributions. We're putting it back into the company. This is a startup, and we've asked you for the money, and we're using it to build this. We have a team of developers. If I showed you the org chart, we have 21 developers. That includes 3 graphic designers on our team, and we're hiring more, right? And we have lots of different tech guys that are managing different, remember, 4 different tech teams. So having said that, let's answer this question. Let's show you folks the upgrade. Now, there's 30% of you folks that did not buy the upgrade. What does that mean? I have a kick-ass converting upsell, right? Have you ever seen an upsell that converts at 70%? That's because it's a good offer. I'm just saying, right? I'm being a little funny here, trying to add some levity. I'm going to try to get you guys out of here in 15 minutes, all right? Joe just Skyped me. Hey, what did you tell people on the webinar? Did you about the backdoor? My email inbox is full. Haha. I am on the call now. Chill out. Will explain when off. Silence. Okay, folks. This is the upsell that the gentleman is talking about that you all saw. GrooveSell, GroovePages, access already, right? GrooveSell, access today. Groove Affiliate, access today. GrooveKart e-commerce, it's already there. GrooveKart 2020, reskinning it. Coming, February, we're doing the page builder, and then reskinning it for the summer. GrooveMail, access May 31st. We don't even want that to be in beta. All right. Webinar Groove to do live like Webinar Jam and automated like EverWebinar. That will be August of 2020. Okay. Why? This is already in development, folks. GrooveMail, already in development. And Webinar Groove is 30% done already. Already in development. Now, let me explain to you why we can develop software at a rapid pace. Number one, I'm not going to say things like we've got geniuses. Our guys believe in something known as rapid development in a tech stack. I'm going to just show you some different things. There's companies out there called CodePen, right? CodePen, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to type in, let me just see here, countdown timer, right? And I'm going to look in pens and I do a search. So I'm just giving you like an example, right? So if I click on this countdown timer, look what it gives me: the HTML, the CSS, and the JavaScript. What I'm trying to tell you folks is that in modern day, if I need a calendar, right, I don't have to reinvent the wheel, and I've got developers that know that. So if I need a calendar that's doing the functions that you've seen, I click my little search here for a calendar, and you get all of these, you know, okay, this is probably the calendar that we're using. Right? You select, and this, I've got the HTML, the CSS, and JavaScript. What I'm doing, folks, is I'm pulling behind the curtain. And number one, I'm telling you that that excuse me, there's rapid development out there with frameworks like Laravel, Vue.js, GitHub, CodePen, and then payment gateways that have come out there 5 years ago. If we wanted to create GrooveSell, it would have taken another year. There are literally off-the-shelf software that does all the complex stuff for us. Next, there is the UI. So what do we already have created? We have something that creates a login, user and authentication. We have an admin system. We already have an email system. We have a drag and drop system that we could use for our email builder. Do you understand that every time that we come out with our next technology, right, like creating the proof image, 99% of that was already built, right? If we want to come out with Groove surveys, well, 80% of it is already built. The only thing is the 20% is what we call the hero app. But we've got the calendars, we've got the email function. So you want to know, what is it going to take us to create Groove video? 60 days, right? Groove mail? Well, we already send out email. How do you think you're getting notified? I'm not saying, please don't be like, how do you think, right? I'm saying, how do you think you're getting notified already that you've made a sale, right? We built that stuff in there. So what is left? Well, we have to create a wizard. Well, guess what we've already done? We already have software that creates a wizard in GrooveSell. So what do? We apply that wizard to say, what do you send them? What's it, right? So what do we got to build? An email builder, but we already have a drag and drop system. So every new thing that we need to do, 80% of it is already built, folks. User authentication, email, all those different things. We've got to create the 20% of the hero app. If you've ever developed a software platform, you will know that you get very, very excited in 60 days because all you've done is develop 20% of the hero app. And you're like, oh my God, we're going to get done. No. Now you've got to go build a user admin and be able to do your members, do refunds. You've got to do login authentication, set up an affiliate program, all these different things. With us, it's already done. That's why we're going to be able to build these different things. So Groove Video, as I said, late 2020. And then what are we doing in 2021? GrooveMember, GrooveDesk, and GrooveCalendar, and GrooveSurvey. Why? Because we're going to be done with, you know, most of GrooveSell, right? You know, everything is just going to be add this feature, but our heavy lifter guys are going to move on to these products. You know, dare this happen in February of 2022? Is that really that far away, right? I remember last year's Marketers Cruise was like that, right? We're gonna get there, folks. Back to the questions. Let me take a sip, everybody. Will I be able to set up tiered subscriptions that I can drip content info? I don't know what that means, but if you're talking in GrooveMember, if you want to, yes, Groove. Are they talking?
So that would be like, can I have a membership eventually that has silver and gold, and I can drip content too? So it's about a member site.
Yeah. Yes, 100%. Like I said, anything that's out there, we're gonna have. I'm gonna pull back on that. It's gonna take us a while until, like, you know, maybe we say we have full gamification. Like, we will have the 80% of what you want in a membership site software with GrooveMember, and there's probably going to take another 6 months to get the ninja, right? You know, gamification and releasing a badge if they, you know, progress bars and certifications and all that type of stuff, right? Most people aren't even using that. If I did a survey right now, who's using a software that does that? And if you're using the software that does that, do you even use that feature? I bet there's 2 people on here out of the, out of all of you that are using that. So we're going to get the 80%. The stuff like you're asking. Can it have a free membership, a gold, a platinum, a bronze? Of course, it's going to have everything that I need to run my business. Then you got to give us a little bit of time to go ninja. And we're agnostic. If you want to go use Thinkific, well, we're just going to integrate with them. It's going to be in the integrations. We're not going to be offended. We understand that there are ninja companies out there. In fact, that's why we're going to be asking companies like Thinkific to create a plugin, that shows up in our marketplace. Give people choice, right? GrooveSell subdomain. Can we only have 1 per account? Unfortunately, I have to make you very happy, Vishnu. No, you can have unlimited subdomains, but 1 subdomain per brand. So in GrooveSell, we're going to have a subdomain for GrooveKart, a subdomain for Free Page Builder, and a subdomain for Review Trust, right? Why? Because you can't have a GrooveKart affiliate link when you want your people to promote your Review Trust affiliate program. So each product funnel gets its own domain. Yay. Next, when you update the content on a web page, does it change the URL structure at all or keep everything the same like it happens in WordPress? No. So if I'm in here, this is my page name. Now we're going to be adding something here where this will become a label, and then you're going to be having something else called URL. Like I might just want to label this backdoor, right? But I want the URL to say lifetime secret backdoor. So that's being added, and it will be ready before beta. This will be known as a label, and like it says home, right? This is really the index.html. So anything that you change here on this page is not going to affect the URL. Just like that, okay? And you can, I believe, even if you change the page name, I believe your previous page will still stay on the server, but will no longer get updates, right? So let's put it this way. Let me just show you this. We have this late, sorry, too late, .html, right? If I later change this to lifetime dash sorry too late, right, in the software, well then as I publish, this page will be updated, but this original sorry.html page, it'll never go offline. It'll actually stay online. Okay, so moving on, update on Pure and Well. Okay, folks, so just to let you know, let me just do this right here. Right here, this says Groove Store and Pure and Well. We're creating our own Groove Store with our own apparel and Pure and Well. And I'm just going to go up here to show you when this was created. This was created, does it say? Well, you can basically just see here yesterday, Wednesday. We have, remember we said that we're creating a new project of development, the 4th team, and Pure and Well and Groove Store went there. We realized trying to do development on GrooveKart and also do the Pure and Well and leaving that to the GrooveKart development team was just not fair. We've created a new division. Folks, we're hiring people as well. We've got a real good staff. A lot of people that were part-time are now full-time with us, and all these different things, and we're building out our team. I don't know what it is right now, but with support and everything, and Matt that does our Facebook and all these different things, I think we're up over 55 people right now in 1 year. So when we made this promise to you back in April, it was just something that we left it up to the developers, but we've now hired people to do that. So the Pure and Well is now actually a project. You're going to see much more love coming with Layerapp and just all these good things. They're now these new projects that are being managed, which is just fantastic. So Pure and Well, if I had to say, because of the marketer's cruise and how fast time goes, it's going to be February 1st in a minute. I know it sounds long from now, but we want to be able to release this to you somewhere around March 15th, okay? And it's in the works, literally in the works now, as well as Review Trust. We bought that 6 months ago. We haven't done anything with it. It is now a project. Layerapp is now a project. We're going to launch that as a website. Many responses that the shirts should now say GrooveFunnels. Yes, okay. So one thing I didn't mention to you folks is that our brand is Groove Digital. So We're getting rid of GrooveKart Academy. It's going to be called, Groove Academy. We're getting rid of GrooveApps for the help desk, and that's probably just going to be support.groovedigital.com. We're going to close down support.groovekart.com. Spoke with Donna about that. We're going to be just importing that to one desk, and everything is going under Groove Digital. We are, as I said, probably going to be the feedback.GrooveFunnels instead of feedback.GrooveApps. So we've got some different changes. We realize our brands are changing, but the lifetime offer was for GroovePages, right? So we've got shirts made for that. And remember, GrooveFunnels is GroovePages, GrooveMail, GrooveSell, Webinar Groove, and 70% of you have that. 30% of you were only happy with the page builder. I get it. If you see everything now and you're getting excited and you want to upgrade, in here somewhere in the Facebook group, there is something here that that is a post by me, and let me just see if I can find it, if it's in the top 10. If not, it's maybe the top right here. It's in the first 10 that showed. It says GrooveSell update. Oh no, that's not even in. There's one of them up here where okay, it says update FAQ, update and FAQ. If you go there and you click see more, there's still the lifetime upgrade. If you want to click on that, you go to this page, lifetime, groovepages.com/lifetime-upgrade, and that upsell is still there. If you feel like, hey, after seeing this, I was an idiot to pass on this, you can still get access to that. All right, if you're happy the other way, that's fine with us too. All right, so moving on to the questions here. We will at give me a vote here. What do you guys like better, store.groovedigital.com or shop.groovedigital.com? We're going to be putting our own GrooveKart store there. And that folks here, look, is called the Groove Store. Okay, and look at what's going on here. We were talking about what our logo is going to look like for the Groove Store. I have this little joke here. When I saw this logo, I said, guys, it's 2020. That looks like, you know, a 2011 iPhone app. We've gone to flat design, and then we joked, and then all of a sudden that design went flat again. You saw we went from that to this, right? So this is us talking about how it's going to, what our logo is going to be like, and then we're starting to do different designs. And I think in here somewhere you're going to see something like a sneaker. I don't know if it's in here or not, but you can see there's a lot going on. But we're, this is just a mock-up design. So we're going to have GroovePages, GrooveFunnels, and you're going to have it for t-shirts and backpacks and mugs, and we're doing it as a case study to show other digital marketers, hey, if you've got a brand, go out there, and make all these different things. And the thing is, when you take this sneaker, they can change the color and have it in blue. They could be a ladies, a kids, a men's with a black sole, a high top, different sizes. And then you take the shirts, right? And the shirt can be in yellow and blue and black and white and red in 11 different sizes. Then for men, then for women, then for babies or kids. And then that's just a t-shirt. But then we're going to do a V-neck and a crew neck, and then a hoodie, and then a sweatshirt, and then a babies, and all these different things. We're literally going to have 4,000 different products, maybe more. But the way it works is we just click check all, and it just uploads the mock-ups to our store. The product doesn't exist. It's printed on demand when the customer buys, and it makes us look like, oh, this is cool. And guess what I'm going to wear for the rest of my life? Groove sneakers and t-shirts and hoodies. I love it. I'm going to have apparel with everything on there. Somebody here just sent me acceptance. They're seeing my scene. Craig Dunn, on the call. I just accepted you, Craig. Big smile here. You guys are seeing my username in Skype and sending things here. Got to move on. Is there any plans for an agency options? Yes, that is going to be coming, folks. I don't know when that's coming. I can tell you that's not going to be summer, and I don't know if it's going to be fall. It's probably going to be the start of 2021, just to be frank with you. If that is something that's really, really strong, and you're telling us that we're missing out, hey, we need the agency and it's going to get you guys more customers. Look, I get that. I just want to be frank with you guys. If I showed you our Trello board, it would probably scare you and make you think like the other person, are you being too ambitious? I don't want to be overly ambitious. We understand the importance of agency options. A year is going to go by like that. Just give us the time. The recipe, one of the ingredients in there is time. Some things you can't just throw developers at, right? We need to stay focused. We did the right thing. We said, hey, before we do anything, we're pushing the beta off to now extended 4 months to April 15th. We're perfecting our web builder, right? Will all of these changes, not until April. How do we make money right now? Well, folks, we just did $500,000 in profit with GroovePages and GrooveSell the way it is. 100%, not kidding you, 100% fully. That builder we built those pages right out of the builder using the template blocks that are in there, and we use GrooveSell. So go for it, right? And GrooveKart is 100% ready. So what are you missing? You're missing an email software. You probably have that already, so just integrate with all the ones that are coming January 15th. And if you got to use a webinar platform, what do you think I'm using right now? GoToWebinar. It sucks, right? Right? I'm talking about Webinar Groove, and I'm using GoToWebinar. I got to use what I got to use right now. So until then, right? You're not paying us any additional money. You're all in. You don't have to pay us $99 a month. So just give us a little bit of time, but that stuff will come. Should I stop developing my GrooveKart store and wait until the new builder is done? Will I lose my work? Stop. Will you lose your work? Matt Soralta, if you can come on and answer that question if you haven't left.
Yeah,
So what's going to
absolutely.
happen with their current store? Is it going to import, or are they going to have to start from scratch with their current
No,
pages?
so the database is going to be the same. So basically, if you add any product, any categories, any text, any product description, all that stuff, it will move just like nothing happened into the new GrooveKart 2020. You will
Their
not even.
upsell pages too?
So the upsell pages, they will be able to keep the old design, and it's going to work.
But
So
they'll
they're
have
going
to
to have the same.
redesign new upsell pages. Okay.
But
And
I would
anything you're
suggest to
doing,
do a redesign. Yeah.
yeah, and everything you're doing in GrooveKart Studio will not carry over. So if you are like, oh my goodness, I was ready to launch tomorrow. I get it. But by all means,
It works.
look, Matt told me to say February 15th because we're getting back from the cruise February 1st. The goal was February 1st. I didn't want to tell you that. I bought us some time, February 15th. You're gonna sneeze, and that's gonna be ready for you. So my advice: hold out. Due to memberships being pushed out another year, what membership platforms will you allow to connect to our system? Will we need to use Zapier? You can use Zapier in our integrations. We have a long list of things. I don't have a screenshot of it. It was on the whiteboard. It's everything that's currently in Kartra. And if I remember, Donna, that would be digital access pass. And I don't even know if we're going to use that anymore, to be honest. I think that's outdated. We're going to have wish list, which is even getting outdated. We will have the new Kajabi. We will have Thinkific. We will have Teachable, and there's another couple of others out there. And by all means, please put it into the review, into feedback.grooveapps.com, post it in Facebook, and say, hey, everybody, list this, here's, let's do a survey, put a survey up there, find out, and we're going to put all those integrations. We were going to do that. We're just not at that point yet. You could assume that we will integrate with every single membership platform out there. On Roop has it on the list for April 15th, but I'm going to say some April 15th, others everything by June 15th. Okay, 2 months after that. Okay, everything that you can imagine. All right. Will GrooveSell allow Bitcoin? I don't know. Maybe. Go put it in the feedback site. Do we really need it? Do we? If we do, if you guys voted and say we need Bitcoin, I get it. It's exciting. It's this thing out there, but I've got a Bitcoin account. I once went to pay for something with Bitcoin. It was the most complicated process I've ever had to do in my life. So are there people out there that want to spend their Bitcoin money? What's the name of that cash site? I forget what it's called. Like, they've got in order to have Bitcoin, you need to have a wallet. These people just move their money from their wallet and then buy with their credit card. I get it. I don't know. Maybe you want to sell methamphetamine, and you don't want to tell me, and you need Bitcoin. I don't know. I'm joking, right? Is there a need for Bitcoin? Guys, do me a favor. Type in here. Just let me know. You don't have to put a no. Just type in there. How about Silk Road integration? Right, Chris. I didn't want to say it, right? Type in there. If you particularly have a need for Bitcoin. Some of you putting no's, right? And a couple of laugh out loud. I see somebody that says Bitcoin. And I understand some of you guys live in South Africa and India, and I get it. Lots of no's and stuff like that. Put it over at the site. We'll figure it out. I've been being asked that question since Bitcoin came out, and I get it, but I just don't know that it's we have that many people itching to spend their Bitcoin money anonymously that they can't just transfer it to their account. With every Bitcoin needs one of these wallets nowadays. Can I use HTML tags form for non-supported autoresponders in the current GroovePages? Yes, that is right here in my integrations. We have something just called web form, and you just click that, and then you put you put your other information there. Okay, and you can also go into MailChimp and Aweber and all of those different things, and they give you a JavaScript code, and you just drag embed form like this. No, I'm sorry. Bear with me just a second. You go to the elements and you drag a custom embed, and you put that, and then you just drag. You just then put that form there. I want to tell you something. I'm a little embarrassed here to tell you this, but if you go over to Free Page Builder, not Free Page Builder, GrooveJV.com, GrooveJV. I'm talking and typing at the same time. It's very, very difficult. GrooveJV.com, and if you click over here and see this exit pop, this form right here is exactly that. It's a custom embed of a third party because we don't have GrooveMail. When you go over here and it says stay up to date, I literally just dragged a custom embed. I'm using a third party site. The little JavaScript form they gave me, I popped it in. So that's the way you do it. You just literally build your form there and get your JavaScript code and pop it in. I'm going a little fast, but the truth is, yes, you can do it. No more questions, right, Donna? We're done. I did all these questions already?
That's the last of the questions, but you didn't do the ones on the bottom. I think
Yeah,
there are
no,
two
I know,
more on
but
the bottom.
I thought I was on page 1 still. Woo!
Yeah. Oh
All
no,
right.
you've been flying, so we're good.
All right, so where am I right now?
Keep scrolling down. I think there's just 2 more left. The Layerapps right below where you used HTML forms.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
James's, and then just some
2 more
generic
questions.
questions,
That's
and that's
it.
it. Yeah,
Okay,
well,
everybody.
you cut them off at 7:25 for me, but
All
10:25
right,
for
I
everyone else.
know.
So
Look, folks, if you want to get off after these 2, get off. Donna, if there's one that you just told the person, I'm sorry, we'll have to wait, and you think it's crucial, 1 or 2, pop it in, I'll get it done in 30 seconds.
yeah.
Can we still use GrooveKart with Layerapp now to sell our design products? Yes, absolutely. The point is that what we're doing with Layerapp is right now, Layerapp is proprietary for GrooveKart. Going to give you a little hint here, guys. Shh. We make about 25 cents to 50 cents on every item that you do with Layerapp. It's our monetization strategy, right? So hopefully we get you doing, 400 units a month, and that'll make us 100 units a month, right? So what we've realized is that Layerapp, while it's proprietary, would also be cool for people that have WooCommerce and Shopify, and we just put it in the Shopify marketplace and let those people use Layerapp, and let's go get out some people that are doing 4,000 units a month, and it'll make us $4,000 a month, that one particular vendor, right? So that's what we're doing. Is we're going to have our UI UX designer bring Layerapp into the modern day. Believe it or not, it was designed directly just for John Cornetta, and we turned it into a SaaS in GrooveKart. We're gonna modify. We're gonna just dress it up. It's gonna look gorgeous. And here's what we're adding to Layerapp. You guys are gonna love this. You're no longer gonna need to do PSD mockups. If you folks don't know what Layerapp is, I'm gonna show you real quick. Layerapp. Let me see if I have a video over at layerapp.com that, this is not even a launch site, but maybe this is just a video that I can just show you right here. So what you're seeing right here is there are different types of products. You choose one, you drag an image onto any one of those different products, and then you put it into your store. Boom, just like that, right? So you can do things like sneakers, leggings, high tops, low top sneakers, backpacks, wall arts, all these different things, car seats, car covers, and everything. And then you add it to your store. All right. The only thing is, when you're in Layerapp, in order to do that, you have to, load these things up into what's known as a Photoshop PSD mockup, and you need a designer to do it. I'm going to just give you an example. When we're inside of the app, we have something. These are all the different types of things that you can do. We click on create a product, and we have all of these different types of things that can be done. But in order for your designer to get them on there, you have to download a mock-up like this, and then you have to load it into Photoshop and make sure that, okay, the logo is on the laces, and you got to pan it over and then set it, and then you could upload it into your creative product by doing something like this, right? Only after you have it set in Photoshop. What we're going to be doing is going to be different. We're going to have a new, this is all going to be, all these fonts and everything is going to look like GrooveApps, right? And then you're going to have something here that says create a pattern. And then you're going to upload something like your kitten, or your kitten's face, or your grandkid's face, or your logo or something, right? And then we're going to say, okay, do you want it staggered as a pattern? Or do you want it tiled so that they're like tiles, like right in front of each other? And then you're gonna say, how big do you want the image? And use a slider really big. And then how far apart do you want each image? And then once that's done, you're gonna be able to drag that image, not upload it, drag it onto the sneaker, then pan it and move it so that the logo looks perfect right there, and then upload. We're eliminating the need for you to have to use Photoshop. It's going to be built into the app. These are the things that's coming. I don't want to go any more into that right now, but back to that question, can we still use GrooveKart? Right now, yes, GrooveKart is ready. When I was mentioning Layerapp before, all I'm telling you is that we're creating it as a separate service that any e-commerce platform can use, and we're taking it to the next level. Next, one-click upsells, SMS, order bumps, animated buttons, timers, and other elements. Great question. One-click upsells already exists. SMS will be integrations by April 15th. No, I'm sorry, by part of GrooveMail, which is May 31st. So you'll be able to do mail and SMS, part of your cart abandonment and everything like that with GrooveSell, obviously. Order bumps will be April 15th or sooner. Animated buttons for GroovePages will not make it by April 15th. That will be next quarter, and you will be able to do animations and make your buttons jiggle and fade and all that stuff end of that quarter. So let's say, mid-July, okay? Next, countdown timers, we already have. We're gonna have more designs and other elements. I spoke on the call. We're gonna design the elements for you. Right now, they're gonna be designed for you in the blocks. But if you just want an element on an existing block, we're going to make them for you as well. Right now, you have to drag another block that you don't want that has the countdown timer that you want, drag that countdown timer into the new block, and then delete the old block. So, workarounds. We don't like those either. What are GroovePay fees? Very, very simple. You go to groovepay.com, okay, and you can see that, whoops, what the heck did I do? I don't know. You can see that right here, we list our prices, right? We give you an example of other sites and GroovePay. So I want to tell you something, folks. I'm going to give you guys another coupon. Now type in, this one has to be with no typos. Now get your keyboards ready, and you got to type it very, very long. There's a Geico slogan, and it says, a 15-minute phone call. Finish the saying while I'm talking here. What is Geico's slogan? A 15-minute, type it in there. The first person that says that is going to get a coupon, or we're going to send you a free GroovePages shirt as well. Oh man, some of you are really typing there. No, I said you got to type it fully out. You got to type it fully out. Seth, you put save 15%. You were the first one. But a 15-minute phone call to Geico. Geico slogan, 15-minute call. Let's see.
Almost there, just missing a couple words.
15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. Let's see.
Early.
A 15-minute, okay, CC was the first one. A 15-minute phone call will save you 15% or more on car insurance. If you Googled it, you're pretty smart. Great. CC, email us at support@groovekart.com. We'll get your information, and we will send you a Groove digital shirt. Now, just to give you guys a little side note, little thing that you can do as a digital marketer, right? You can have your own place like store.groovekart.com or shop.groovekart.com. And I never even looked at the survey. Most of you liked it's 50-50, just like we thought. You can do this. Remember, you want to give away prizes on webinars, right? Instead, just say to somebody, the first person gets a $100 coupon to use at our store. But what are you doing? You're getting everybody to go to your store that didn't buy and buy a t-shirt, right? So I'm playing with this. I'm creating a case study right here. So what are we going to do? With GroovePay, our slogan is this: Call us. A 15-minute phone call to us can save you 20% or more on your, or 15% or more. It's going to be probably more than that on your current rates. I'm going to tell you a little story. I have a friend of mine, very, very good friend, very, very good friend that does 8 figures a year. That's 10 million. And he says to me, I said, hey, bud, anything I can do to help you with your merchant account? Now, look, I'm his friend, right? And you know, everybody's always asking for something. He says, I don't want to do his accent. I don't want to give who he is, and I do damn good impressions. So I'm just going to say, hey, bud, he says, you're not going to beat my rate. I said, what are you talking about? He goes, dude, you're not going to beat my rate. I'm paying 1.9%. I said, no, you're not. No, you're not. And he says, no, I told you. I've spoken to many, many people about it. You're not going to beat my rate. And I'm not going to say his name. I said, bud, do you know that I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Stripe or PayPal. You're not buying it at 1.9. You can't even make that deal with MasterCard and Visa card. And if you could, and you were Stripe, and somehow you made that deal, or your PayPal, and you got the buy rate that rate, you're not doing that, because that is higher than MasterCard and Visa cards known as interchange. And he goes, I'm telling you, wouldn't let me get his bank statement and do anything. Comes up to me later. He says, hey, I've got a new partner. I'm doing another brand. I'll give you my business with that, buddy. All right. But you let me know what you can do. You know what the bank said? We want to see his prior processing and his statements. Guess what I was able to get? His history. I called him up. I'm going to make up a name. His name isn't this. I don't just keep saying Bud. I'll use the name Jim. I said, Jim, I want to let you know something. You're paying a higher rate than anybody I've ever seen before. What are you talking about? I said, you're being charged what's known as interchange plus 1.9. What are you saying? Interchange is 2%, like I told you. You're paying 1.9 plus interchange. That's what they do. They quote you. Your rate is 0.9 plus interchange. Oh my God, 0. No, that's 2.9. That's even higher than this. Our published rate. This is our published rate, meaning we can do better with volume. It says it right here. Doing volume, contact us. So what I showed him was what they were charging him just over our standard rate. Just over our standard rate was costing him over $35,000 per year. He literally shit when he realized what he paid, excuse my expression, over the last 10 years. And by the way, the rate that we got him was better than this published rate. And we got his other business, by the way. Right? Okay. So a couple of other things. You see all these different fees right here? All of these things are baked in, folks. Okay, I'm going to just show you something right here. When it says PayPal, we say same rates always apply. For PayPal, for instance, I have links right here that literally show you. You go to PayPal's site, and they show you that they have different rates. Their published rate is inside the US. Outside the US, it's 3.7. Did you know that? Okay. Did you know that if you had a customer, let's look up Costa Rica. All right. Did you know that, see what this is here right here? This fee, you know, the 30 cents transaction fee, or 45 cents if it's in New Zealand, right? Did you know that the fees change differently based on each country? What those different fees are?
And did you ever look at Stripe.com? It's even better. Stripe.com/pricing. And you're going to realize that every transaction is in, you just got to look it up, Stripe.com, and click on pricing. They're incredible.
So look at this. Through an online transaction, 2.9, outside the US 4.4, in your store, if like you're swiping 4.2, all of these different things. Like they've got fee charts like that, like for every single scenario. We have known it's what's flat rate pricing. And what that means with flat rate pricing is it doesn't matter if your rate is somebody that lives in Germany, you're paying 25 cents and 2.8. So here's the thing. You don't even know what you're paying. I apologize. Either did we. Do you know that we had a merchant account with another company? Matt, you're probably embarrassed that I'm going to bring this out. This isn't through GroovePay. We brought our legacy merchant accounts in. We know what we're doing. We had another account. This is basically what it said. It said standard transactions 2.49 or something like that, right? And then it said non-standard transactions 2.9, but it had a little plus. It said plus 2.9. Do you know that there is no truth in lending in your merchant account? There are so many hidden fees in your merchant account, you might be scared to call us. I'm not even kidding you. You might be scared to actually find out what you're actually paying. You don't even look at these things. It's what you just think, oh, I got a merchant account, it's 2.9. No, what we found out is that 90% of our transactions were considered non-standard because the way we set up our gateway. People that are in the merchant account business didn't even look at our old statement, didn't even review our old statement. We found out that we processed over $1 million. And folks, this was just 2 months ago. Over last year, at 5%. Matt is embarrassed. I know he is. I'm just telling you the truth, folks. One of our legacy accounts, we're now negotiating with the bank. You think we're going to have any luck? We'll find out. We're trying to get back $35,000 in fees that they overcharged us. It was this. We know these things now. We know these things. Go here, 1-844-GROOVE1. Give us a call if you're doing any type of volume. If not, just apply. If you're doing any type of volume, you want us to break down your merchant account fee and give you what we would call your APR, your actual transaction rate, we're going to show you that you're probably paying 4.9 to 5.1. I'm not even kidding you. This is our standard rate. It's a flat rate fee. We beat Stripe. We beat PayPal. When you take it all this stuff in volume, I promise you we're better, and that's our starting rate. So thank you, Donna. Even if Donna, if that was a fake question, thank you for seeding the shameless plug. And if somebody did ask that, thank you. Yes, Matt, go ahead real quick. And
I do want to mention, so GroovePay is available in the US, Canada, and Western Europe right now. You can take a card from anywhere in the world, but we cannot help you get an account if you are located in the US, Canada, or Western Europe at the present time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're, for example, we've had a lot of requests from Australia and New Zealand, and it's difficult right now to be fully certified, even though we're very much working on that right now.
All righty. Let me just do one last thing here. Okay. All right. And the person I was typing to is Craig Dunn that sent me a request. Thank you. We've got a great team. Okay. Thank you, Matt, very, very much for adding that color commentary there. Enough about GroovePay. This is a long call. Go there. We'll get on a phone call. We'll give you a custom account. A 15-minute phone call to us can save you 20% or more on your merchant fees. On top of that, we can get you multiple merchant accounts. We've got a new technology out there that's being called Pay Digital that's going to allow you essentially to do all that cool GrooveSell stuff with your Infusionsoft account and anything else, and protect you and get you multiple merchant accounts that save you money. If you've got a merchant account and you think you're too cool for school because you've got one, and you think that so did we before we got in the business. So just trust me, call us. And I don't want to just say something. You will be embarrassed at what you're paying. You're all overpaying. You don't know what you're paying. Look at your statements. You probably won't even be able to back into the fees to the, well, just back into your merchant account fee. Just take one of your statements. Look at your merchant account fee, back it into the price, and you tell me, Skype it to me, or send me an email at Mike at GrooveKart and go, Mike, I can't believe it actually said 5.1%. All right. So next, GrooveKart merchant, GrooveKart merchant. Craig, hold off just a minute. Your little things are coming on my screen and just distracting me just a minute. Thanks. GrooveKart merchant account stacking. Matt, I guess they're asking, we're going to be able to do the rotating of mids like we do. Yes, that's coming through the Pay Digital software soon, right? That's coming soon. Just leave it like that. Yes, it's coming. Next, shine on integration. Matt, you've been talking with Eric. Where are we with that, and can you give us a date?
So we're working with Shannon in getting everything integrating, and I can't really give you a date. I'm hoping we're going to kind of push that through at the same time and ship offers right now. Hopefully around March 15th. But it's we're working with them, and they're also working on a lot of stuff. So it's the developers are going back and forth right now.
All righty. And the last question is end. What time are we ending? 11:26 Eastern time. Okay, everybody. What did I say? I'd have you out by 10, and it's 11:30. 3.5 hours. What a marathon. All right. So I'm gonna end it like this. We did our Christmas. We did our Hanukkah. We did our Kwanzaa. We did our Festivus for the rest of us. We closed out with a bang and a Happy New Year and everything. But I'm gonna say this one more time. Folks, we could not have done it without you. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. My partners in the team, we talk about all the time how blessed we are to have built a company like this in 1 year. And we always say this, and I wanted to say this to you. Looking forward seems like a long time. Looking back is always like, can you believe it's this already, right? Can you believe it's been a year already? Looking forward to April 15th, it seems like forever. Looking back, it's always like that. The time is going to come. Give us the, thanks for having the faith in us. And finally, I'm just going to say this. We absolutely love and adore you. I'm not going to put any sour note there. All I'm going to tell you is this. I'm going to protect the community. Um, Bad apples have credit cards too. If you've noticed, we have I don't want to say a zero tolerance policy. There are blogs and there are forums. Anybody is allowed to speak their mind. We have a support desk to handle situations, right where they belong, right, privately. But we will not allow anybody that has a little chip in their skin to infect the rest of us. We just don't. You've probably seen very swift things happen into the Facebook group because we're building a community, and because somebody has a credit card doesn't mean that they're necessarily allowed to be into the community. People have an option to vote with their credit card to who they want to to have as a platform. We also have the right to decide who we want as a customer, regardless of the fact that they paid us. And we just know that we're just not. We've just made a policy that in that Facebook group, it's going to be uplifted, and 99% of you, or anybody on this call, because everybody else has been refunded, we are building a community, and we appreciate you. I don't want to say more than you know because we're gushing here, but we absolutely could not have done this without you. And you have our word. Some of the stuff I couldn't even do in the past because of different partners that I had. You have the word of my partners and our team that the backers and the beta testers are going to be treated like gold and get the benefit of the doubt in every situation. And if we ever get it wrong, we'll fix it. And if you don't even think that we did it right, you come to the help desk and we'll fix it. We could not have done this without you. We love you. I'm going to sign off and let Matt and Donna and anybody else that's here on our team say goodbye and have a good night. And the replay will be up tomorrow. Thanks, folks. Until the next time we meet, it's been a pleasure. And let's all have a great 2020. And one other thing, my life is changing. Remember my high blood pressure, all those different things. I'm doing green shakes. I'm walking 3 miles a day. I'm going to start changing that to a little bit of a jog. I'm going to the gym. My complexion is looking good. I don't know why I'm not losing weight. But I'm going to be around here for a long time. So saying to you, make sure to put your health and happiness before anything else, and everything else in your business will follow. Over to you guys.
Well, guys, thank you very much. Couldn't have said it any better than Mike. Very thankful to all of you guys. I wish you guys, everybody, a great 2020 and a lot of cool things to come. And also very thankful to the entire GrooveKart teams that I know is going to, and GroovePages and Groove Digital and GrooveSell teams that I know is going to listen to that recording later. So thank you, everyone, and happy 2020.
All right.
Donna.
I have nothing to say other than I'm about to eat my arm, so it's dinner time. Who else is starving?
We don't need to go around other than all shout outs. Okay, everybody, I'm going to hit the end webinar button right now. Bye-bye, everybody.